from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take
What up,
this
Nine?
crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
professional. Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. We about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. What up, though, Rudy? Commander, Minister, the General Defenses in the building. Stop playing with me. What up, though, Lady at a 9? What up, though, Dee. Isaac, what up, though? Isaac? Appreciate you coming through, man. Hope you hit that like. Hope y'all hit that subscribe. But it's B.Y.O.T. People have voted. It was between Wild, Weird, and Wicked, where we review some shows, or, the B.Y.O.T. Bring your own topic. It is an open panel. The link is pinned. Feel free to hit it. Yeah, we here. I don't know how long. Hopefully, it won't be too long tonight. So, y'all hit the panel early. We can get up and get out. Let the conversation flow, and we won't go. What up, though?
What's good? What's good?
Chilling, Isaac. Chilling. How you been, brother?
I feel it. I remember being here the other night, just tripping out, and all the only thing I remember is the background. That shit. I think I was in a trance from that.
The background.
Like I was paying attention to that, but I was speaking. But I think I was mainly paying attention to
Been hypnotized by the background.
yeah, it's amazing. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I got topics out from left field, right field, center, base, home, where corner, what?
Oh, this one ain't gonna make you trip out, is it? I got a couple trippy ones. I like this one, but they voted.
Oh. Yeah, that neurological brainwave one is fire. That one's fire too. But that one speaks to me on like some synchronistic neurological mushroom brain level.
Yeah, I had to put my picture in the middle when I seen it. I was like, I gotta have that one.
Yeah, I see. It's going into your spine.
Yeah, I'm all about symbolism, man. I enjoy symbolism, and like when I create stuff like this, it's like artwork. It has multiple meanings. Everything is strategically selected, within the art I do. So I appreciate when people see certain or notice certain things.
I don't know. It's a weird thing you said that you were in the center, right?
Uh-huh.
You know that my mind didn't realize that there was anything in the center. How is that possible? I don't know, but when you said it, I was like, "Oh, wait, that is there." It's like I was looking even past it to the background. Like it was like sucking. Like I don't know. It was very trippy. Like then you said it, I was like, "Oh wait, you're right." I thought that was like I don't know. It's like invisible.
And then sometimes when it's multiple people up here, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
But you the first person to mention something for us, like a neurological connection. Man, Texo, what up, though, bro? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, you the first person to mention that.
Was that your thought?
Well, yeah, divine oneness, the concept of the oneness.
Yeah, so I think I brought up the fact I had the magnet treatment on my brain. Probably. So I felt like I had the oneness, and I had the breakthrough 2 weeks before I did it. And when I got it done, it felt like a higher power didn't want me to have it, and that's why I got the treatment. Very interesting because like I had just felt like I'd balanced out all that anxiety, balanced out the energy, and then I'm starting to lucid dream, started to have breakthroughs in my sleep. 2 weeks later, I'm getting magnetized in my brain and it all goes away.
You know what's crazy? I was having a lucid dream earlier today. I usually get up around like 7, and then I take a little nap with my daughter around like 10:30, 11. And for a whole hour straight, I was lucid dreaming. Like my wife, everything. And this, when you lucid dream, like this is the thing. For me, I'm in the dream, but I'm consciously aware of my surroundings, like where my body is too. So like everything my wife was doing and saying and what was going on, I was totally aware of it. And when I woke up, I was telling her, uh, it was a personal situation, but I was telling her like, don't worry about it. I get it done. And she looked like I didn't even tell you about it. I was like, well, you was talking about it when I was asleep. She always think I'm freaky like that though. I do that all. I even do that within meditation.
Yeah. A lot of the times, I lucid dreamt I was meditating more than just going to bed to sleep.
Yeah,
But usually when I sleep, I am meditating. So I don't know the difference.
it is a form of meditation for me.
Like
Like
maybe
what?
during the middle of the day, I had a beer or two. I'm like, I'm just going to tilt my head like kind of upwards. I'm not going to go fully down. And that's a lot of the times I have it. My neck's tilted up. Maybe it feels like I'm walking because my head's up. I don't know.
Sports chat, Mr. 33, my 33 brother. What to do with the businesses? Hey, you familiar with life path numbers?
I have a few that I've picked out and that always stand out to me, and people speak them all the time around me and stuff, but I don't know what it means or why.
Oh.
Like
And life path
555
number.
stands out, 559 stands out.
So you talking more about gematria?
I don't know. I just don't know what it means, but I don't know what it means. I just had numbers stand out to me through my childhood and through life and through like kind of aging to being an awakened mind where these numbers stood out and they kind of stuck with me through that to this day. Like 555, 559 are the number two, like the two main ones.
Hmm.
But I don't know what it means. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a gematria expert.
Like I
I
assume
know too.
the book Numbers in the Bible might have something to do with it if it's named that, but I've never looked into that.
Oh, the
Like there
book of numbers.
might be some hidden meaning to that book if that's what it's called. I don't know. I have theories, but
Mm,
I don't have
just
5 years to study that right now.
okay, you're not hot no more. Go lay down. Go wipe your nose and lay down.
What just happened?
The thunder.
The rail.
Yeah.
Down by Hachi's
The
house.
tornado. It's not gonna come by the house. We'll
But
see.
not this house. This house.
Another house.
Yeah, Hachi Joseph.
Okay, go wipe your nose.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Rain. He's so white.
Yeah.
Mom? So you're white. She's loving us.
Go lay down, baby.
He's so that way.
Okay. You're not scared, are you?
No.
Ever.
Mom, Dad.
Huh?
I should nails.
Yeah, tornadoes ain't coming. We okay. That's why we stay in Michigan. We ain't moving up. You're okay, baby. Yeah, we got a tornado warning up here, but it's towards the bottom of the state. So,
Mm.
and my son learning all about different weather patterns. Like he learned about nature, teaching him nature. So when my wife said tornado, he looking like, oh crap, and I'm like, nah, we
Yeah.
cool. It ain't coming. He heard my wife
I know
like, we
that
got a
feeling.
tornado warning.
As a kid, I was playing in the backyard where we were like imagining Lord of the Rings. We're like playing Lord of the Rings in our head as kids, but like it's not there, but we're there in our head. And
Right.
like all of a sudden, this funnel cloud comes down, and it's like going to be a little tornado, and we get so scared that I know what he's going through. If you have, I showed it to you at school or in a book, or and then now you're thinking it's coming to your house. it's a scary situation.
Yeah,
Like it's with an imagination, without like understanding.
I when I was younger, I think I had to be like 5 or 6 when I was living in Pennsylvania. Um,
Ooh.
our area got hit by a freaking cyclone, bro. And I just remember my grandmother taking the bed mattress off the bed, and our bathroom was in the basement. And we drugged the mattress in the basement, and we got in the tub, and she tied the mattress on top of the tub and made sure it was me and my 2 cousins. And she made sure we was okay. She couldn't fit in the tub, and then after it passed, she got us out the tub. I remember my grandmother doing that. And that whole day it was dark. The whole day it was dark. And
Yeah.
it tore up the woods. Like it was probably about a half a click up into the woods from where we stayed at. It tore the whole woods up, but it didn't come down the hill.
Yeah. We only had funnel cloud scares and like high winds. We never had one touch down here in Cali, like where I live. It was just
Oh,
like
you live
it
in
was scary
Cali.
though.
I can't do that, bro.
No,
The
they're
ground
rare
and
here.
shit move. Nah, the ground be moving though. I can't do that
Oh
shit.
yeah, dude, it just happened.
Oh,
San Diego.
bro, I went to California one time. I was supposed to stay there for a couple months with my cousin. I stayed there 3 days. The damn ground started moving. I'm like, send me home. I do not want to be here.
You, you
I
brought too
bitched
much
for like
energy.
2 days. Man,
You
I'm
started
like,
vibrating like a pyramid. It's like I couldn't handle it. I'm just
atmosphere
kidding.
guy, what
It
up,
makes me
though?
wonder.
Man, nah, bro. I don't.
Yeah, but it because that's so rare. Because like it only happens every like 5 years.
It happened when I can't even remember what year that was. I know I
Maybe
was
every
12 years
three.
old.
Oh
I was
yeah, they
12.
were more frequent back then. Maybe it'll start again where they're more frequent. Yeah.
Man, the damn ground start moving, shit shaking. They talk about get in the doorway. I'm like, I'm trying to run outside. They like, no. I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do. The ground moving. I ain't used to this. I'm used to
Yeah.
gunshots and shit like that. I'm not used to the earth. Look, man, you can't do nothing when the earth moves. I'm
I
straight.
don't know the answer either. Well, like I would assume this. You have to either get to a solid base, like in your house, that's like so the ground won't like collapse or something. And then you have to make sure the building's strong enough not to collapse on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a
Yeah,
risky thing. Do I want to be inside or do I want to be outside? It's like I don't really know.
and that's why like places like that. I'm straight, bro. I don't like.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. I
same.
remember
With like
I
bigger
went to
buildings
Tampa.
especially.
I scheduled a trip to Tampa. And I'm in Michigan. I don't know when. What did they call it? The tornado season or whatever. I don't know when all that shit started, man. I had this nice asshole. It was actually Hulk Hogan's hotel down there. I stayed in there. Uh, I stayed in Hulk Hogan's hotel down there, and I had a nice room right off the beach. I was on the 3rd floor though, so I had a balcony and everything. Second day I was there, they talked about it wasn't a tornado. What was it? A hurricane. Hurricane season. That's what it was. And they say it's a hurricane. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh no, I didn't book the wrong. I didn't booked a trip on the wrong fucking month. But I went down there to see my sister and my cousin at the time. Played for Tampa Bay, so I went down there to see him too. And he wasn't even down there. The team went down there because they don't practice down there during tornado season. I mean hurricane season. I didn't know that. So, yeah, I don't like going places where the weather don't like the people and be fucking them up. You can't do nothing against weather, bro. It
Yeah,
is what
of
it is.
course. Like it makes me wonder. Like even since I started to become aware of all this, and I have cousins in Tennessee. It's like they get hit by this, and like 2 houses down there, like their tornado wiped out like a whole cul-de-sac, and people lost their existence. And like I'm like, why do people live in these states? And you take a plane, and you see all the land that's available in the safer spots. It's like, why can't they just take infrastructure there and like power and road?
Right.
and moving to get rid of that for your family, get rid of that for your next generation, get rid of that for your house that's gonna be destroyed the next 30 years, almost guaranteed, or like if you're lucky, 90 or something.
Damn, a dust storm. Fuck that, bro. See, like all that wild shit like that, man. I'm straight.
A
Feel like you
dust
was
storm.
in the like, man. I'm straight, bro. I ain't got to
What
deal
is
with nothing.
this?
I'm straight. I'm
What's that movie? Mad
what?
Max.
Mad Max. Like, man,
Like,
can you imagine that, bro? But you know how dangerous that shit is, man. That shit
yeah,
go into your lungs and
yeah. You have to have
suffocate
a
you, bro.
mask,
Mm-hmm.
or
And
you'll
you
get
can't
like
see shit in front of
crystallized.
you. People driving and shit. Smack. Like, nah, man, I'm straight. I ain't dealing with none of that.
Like we
I,
get
I
hot here. It'll be like 117 hot summers, 114 maybe max, but it's worth it to not have a tornado. Like
man,
or a sandstorm.
y'all be having crazy shit though, man. Y'all be having like forest fires and mudslides and
You're right. You're right.
like,
But I'm in the
man,
part where there's no mudslides. We have the fires. Yeah, we'll get smoked out every 3 years. We get smoked out, and it's pretty bad. Like
mouthpiece, my brother. What up though?
much love.
Yeah, man. I ain't big on all that storm and stuff, bro. I'm in a perfect location. You know what we get though? We get them damn it's for like a month. We get them damn fish flies. Bro, that shit look crazy sometimes, man. Them damn fish flies be everywhere.
What's
People
a
got a
fish fly? Like
power wash.
a flying
It's
fish?
like a no, it's a let me show you. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
But
it's an
these
actual
things get
bug.
yeah, it's a bug, man. And these things are so fucking annoying. They don't bite or like fuck you up. They just come in swarms, bro. And they be
Yeah, no.
every fucking
So
where.
we got that the
Like,
last 2 weeks I was here. You know, mosquito hawks,
oh, I don't know
like
what that is.
mosquito eaters.
Oh,
Like they're like big weird mosquito wing things. Well, in my backyard, like 2 weeks ago, I went outside in the morning. There was like 1,000. They spawned
oh, damn.
everywhere.
But
They just
these things only live for like a day, though. They live
yeah,
for a
pretty
couple
similar.
days. See, it's probably the same thing. What?
It might be that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it might be a different name.
yeah, it's probably the same thing. Oh, hold on, I spelled it wrong. How the hell did that happen? I put flies. Yeah, we probably just call it something different.
Man, I might be hitting the dream world here in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, bro. This shit. This is how this shit be looking. Hold on, let me share this.
Wow. Went to
And my
Indonesia
wife.
too. They had swarms. It's weird.
It's these little things right here, but they be everywhere, bro.
No, that's a little
They,
different. They're close. That's more grasshopper. That's weird. Oh my god.
but they be like this, bro. They be covered
Oh,
shit like this, bro. I remember one time I pulled up at the gas station, bro, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking like, bro, they just flying around. And it looked like a cloud, bro. I'm looking like, bro, you can't step like. And then I worked in the hospital, and we like it's right off the water, right? So that's where they usually hit at. It's like right off of Lake St. Clair.
okay,
They
okay.
usually come off that water right there. And bro, the hospital covered in them, bro. You walk in, like people walking in with trash bags, right? People walking in with trash bags because they don't want the fish flies all over them. So you got
Yeah.
to wear a trash bag walking in the building. People wearing like rain suits and shit. Like, and then they be in the building, bro. I'd be like, damn,
That looks
they
like
got to get.
it almost looks like they got dumped with shrimp. like how many there is. Like that's insane.
Yeah, man. These things they take over for like a month or two, bro.
It's actually really it's making me laugh a lot. I like it.
Let
I haven't seen
me
something
see
that
if I
funny
can.
in a while.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I
No, but
know a couple years
Indonesia.
ago.
I stayed in Indonesia for 3 months or so, and I was stayed at like the local tribe in the jungle, and I had an overviewed patio to myself, and I got like the view I woke up to was like a 200-foot descend, and the ocean was at the bottom, and I could see all the way to the ocean. It was wild. But at nighttime, the chief would give me the lantern one night. He's like, "Go walk over there," and all of a sudden, there's like a million of these things following the light, and they're just trolling me. So like, they're just what like I just got attacked. It was like in the middle of the dark in the jungle with a light, and all these bugs come at me. It's all fun.
Yeah, man, I'm straight.
Yeah, they were just messing with me. I didn't know.
Rule locked in. What up, though? This clip, y'all just hold on, new channel.
Well, I'm out of here though.
That's this from.
My parents just rolled up. I'm gonna see what's up.
All right, bro. I appreciate you coming up, man.
Much love. Thank you for the hospitality and just straight realness.
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah,
Always. You,
it always is
you
good
more.
here.
You always more than welcome to come through, bro.
All right, I'll see what's good later. Good. Much love, chat.
Hey, y'all, check this out. This is the shit we got to deal with every year.
Long enough. You know, it's fish fly season. I'm talking about those unwanted guests that hang around your home, especially if you live near the lake.
Kind of have to deal with them because they're coming if you want them or not.
That's the attitude most folks take when they see these pesky little things. Every June, fish flies, also known as mayflies, rise up from the lake and land on whatever they can find, like homes, window screens. Some keep you company at a bus stop and stick to this Arby's box. Ha! You want flies with that?
Fortunately, they don't bite. They don't really do anything.
Yeah, but
So.
it's still so gross.
They are kind of
They're
creepy.
doing it everywhere. I mean, look at that. Look at that over there. I mean, look at that.
The motherfuckers.
Frank White has lived off of Lake St. Clair for more than 40 years. He says fish flies are important to the ecosystem. That's because they're indicators of clean, fresh water.
It's a good sign. If we didn't have fish flies, the lake would be polluted more.
But they can be a nuisance when you drive.
When they're all over the ground, because when you do go to stop, sometimes you can actually slide.
A slushy day in the snow for a couple nights a week. Yeah, we used to have to run from our car to our apartment at the time. Just
I've never seen such a thing, and every year it's a common to see fish flies, but not at this amount. My crew and I have been out on a regular basis, keeping the boardwalk as pretty as we can, bagging fish flies.
How many have you bagged so far?
Alone, just yesterday, we did 42 bags of fish flies. I believe it was Sunday was our first mass amounts where there was people saying they were raining.
Bro. Man, that shit, yeah, that shit be annoying. But yeah, I don't live by the water no more, so it don't. Riders, what up, sis? Yeah, I don't stay by the water no more. But we looking to move back by the water, probably in the next 4 or 5 years. I want my kids to get a little bigger because, you know, yeah. But yeah, it's B.Y.O.T. Bring your own topic. Shout out to Isaac for stopping through. And I don't know how we got in a conversation about fish flies, but yeah, that's what happened with B.Y.O.T. Bring your own topic. Shout out to the commander, the creator of B.Y.O.T. Shout out to her, man. Lady of the night, lady. Man, what y'all doing though, man? There's a lot of stuff going on. Y'all know I don't really talk about that star stuff, that P. Diddy, but that shit crazy, bro. Like, I don't see why it's shocking anybody. I really don't see, like, I don't know, man. I experienced some of the worst that human beings have to offer. I didn't either firsthand or secondhand. So I don't be shocked by nothing no more, man. I just seen some of the worst that human beings have to offer. So when I hear it now, it just be like, shit, why? You know, like I always say, we all have that within us, that duality, that angel and that devil. Some people just lean towards that devilish shit. So I don't be shocked, man. I will not be shocked. Like human beings, they be talking about demons and stuff. The demon is us. We are the demons, or we the angels. But the demonic shit people do, like, don't be blaming that on no supernatural shit. That's you. I was drugged. I was taking drugs. I was using alcohol. All them damn excuses. No, you just did what you wanted to do. Blaming it on others outside influences. That's you. That's a sick motherfucker. Now he go be talking about he was depressed and he was taking drugs at that time. Man, you only feel bad because you got caught. That's the only time people really feel bad is when they get caught. When they have to face the consequences. See, that's the thing. People be thinking they have power and they don't even have control over themselves. That's what power is control. So people be flexing their strength, but that dwindles. All strength has peaks. If you look at any of these people, if you notice, like these people be getting away with shit when they at the height of their strength. But when that shit start wearing down, then they get exposed for all the bullshit, fuck shit they was doing in the first place. And people be shocked. Like people was shocked when when they found out Bill Cosby was drugging. I wouldn't even say he was drugging women, but that he was you have to admit he was into drugs. Even if they was taking them willingly, he still had them. But because he like Jello pudding and shit and putting on the sweater in the Cosby show, like he human, man. All these people, anybody has the potential to do that evil shit, bro. It's a choice. But when people get strength, they think it's power. And they oppose their will on other people who they feel are lesser. That's not power. That's strength. But even that shows lack of power when you have to oppose your will onto somebody else because you got a higher status or you got more resources or more knowledge. No, man. Power is you having self-control. You can control self. You can control the things outside of you. That's how that works. But you see, these people have no power because they can't even control themselves. As soon as they get a little strength, they want to flex it on people. That's really weakness. That was like that drunk excuse I heard. I might have to. I'm gonna rename you. I'm gonna rename Commander the Matriarch of Pettiness. The Matriarch of Pettiness. Wait, what up, sis?
What up, though? What you up doing?
No, get your ass this alive. That's my nine, man. That's my nine.
What you up to? Besides over here
And I'm
trying to figure out the Diddy case.
Man, I just want to see the verdict.
Yeti. Wait, what the hell? What's a Yeti?
Petty Yeti.
Yeti.
Oh, I heard you right. My bad.
What up, Nines? What up, Word
What up,
Riders?
Nines?
Chat. Where you at?
Damn, who's a bitch ass?
Anybody who it fits. Like, if the shoe fits, you wear that bitch.
Damn. We need to stop teaching Commander.
Oh, nah. See, this is what y'all look. It's like word how Gary always say don't weaponize the 33. We all have different aspects of ourselves. You know, y'all just see the sweet look. I always tell y'all when somebody is like sweet, trust me, they know how to be sour too. They being sweet for a reason. Let them be that sweet tea. You know, that's why I say let word be word. Don't let me turn into the verb. You know, verbs about action.
But you guys do teach me. And writers, I did write down some stuff like I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. I don't know, like a week ago maybe or so.
Huh?
But one of these days I'll share it
Write
because
down
I
some
don't
stuff
write
on what?
poems. I don't write
Oh,
poems. I don't write spoken words or however you guys call it. But I wrote some like something short that I will share one day because I don't have it. I kind of have some of it memorized, but I need to see my notes and I don't have them right now, just in case.
Well, you know you out here. I don't know if my headphones.
Yeah, I can
But
hear.
you know you always got this platform or whatever platform I got. You always got at your disposal.
hey, come on, keyboard. You better stop messing with me. We ain't gonna have a fight tonight.
Hold on, I think I heard a shot. Hold on.
A shot? Oh, she in the hood too. I know.
Yeah, right. You know what? I want to.
We have shots almost every night. Sorry.
Writers, I want to know if you remember this. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but it was one day I was watching your live. We was just chilling, and then we heard some gunshots, and you ran on the porch, and like you saved somebody's life or something. Man. I'm like, you got somebody in the house. I'm dead serious, man. I got the shit on recording. Like, Writers literally ran outside. She pulled somebody in the house. She like put pressure on it. Like she like called out. Like she saved somebody's life, bro. That shit was real. I was like, damn, like on my live. All that shit
Is that
happened on your
true
live.
or he's imagining it?
No, I got the record.
But I'm laughing.
Don't say
But
I'm
she's
imagining
laughing.
shit. And don't say I'm imagining because
Was
I
that on
have
a
it
mushroom
on
trip?
screen.
Nah.
No, I
it
got it
really,
on. I promise you, I got it on screen record.
it really
I'm
happened.
gonna make a video when Ryder saved the life. Don't play with me.
Don't do that shit, yo. You see, I don't talk much about that. I don't talk about that shit. I don't talk about the time I saved the. I mean, I've talked
And
about
you
it,
don't
but I
want to
don't talk
witness it.
about it. That joint was on the live. Everybody
Yeah, it
seen
was
that
like
shit.
it was probably about
Oh, nothing.
like 10 or 11 of us in there.
Yeah,
She
like
was just
the
we was just talking.
beginning
I
of this
forgot what
live.
we was talking about. But you clearly heard the gunshots, and then you seen her face. She like, hold on, I think somebody got shot in front of. Like she was like that shit was closed, and then she went outside, and you just hear all the commotion in the background.
Damn.
I'm never gonna forget that day, yo. Like,
Is the person okay?
yeah, she got a bullet. She had 2 bullets on both thighs.
Wait, it like went through a thigh? Like it went in and out?
Is it through and through?
There's I trip out on those people that have like where it lodges somewhere like just perfectly lodged in the spot where they survived. If it had touched anywhere else, like I think that's kind of like word story, right? A little bit. I think he said. But this is like a
Yeah, when I got stabbed though, when I got shot, it went. I got shot in the butt, man. It went in my chest. It went in, but it came right out. Like so, they
because
had
I
to
feel like
pack
a
the hole
shot is
inside.
like there's so much force and power, right? Like it could go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like if it hits I don't know.
That one could travel through your body too.
Can
It could
y'all still
travel.
hear
It
me?
can yeah. You can sound. It sounds like you're far away. Like
Okay,
you're doing something.
it's on. Yeah, I'm on the porch. Y'all go ahead and talk.
No, but you sound good enough.
You sound good
It's
enough.
just I can tell you're somewhere else. But no, that's awesome, Ryder. You
That's
help
funny as
you.
shit. I be
You might
trying
have
to
helped.
forget that shit.
Was it? But listen, was it a stray bullet or was it aimed at the person that it hit?
That wasn't aimed at the person. That was that was over territory that doesn't belong to nobody.
It was a stray.
She said it straight. It was a ricochet. If that's what you're trying to say, like that drawing wasn't meant
Oh,
for
okay.
her.
Okay, it wasn't meant for her. Yeah, I used to write down like when I would hear a shot, because sometimes you don't know, right? Like, what if it's ends up the next day something, and then I watch too much of like crime stuff, where I'm like I used to write it down. Like right now, not so much, because unless it's maybe like two, but a lot of it is like some of it's like rapid fire or like like people go out and they shoot out in the wilderness.
Now they be using them damn switches like they did on that line because that's what they use. I didn't even know what a switch was. That was my first time hearing of a switch. I swear
What's
to
a
God.
switch?
Oh,
Like a silencer?
no man. It is. They do
It's a
something.
mechanism. It's a mechanism they put on a gun to make it fully automatic.
Yeah, it be sounding like it was an
It
Uzi or
bypasses
something.
the.
Oh, it sounds worse than it is.
Not really.
No,
It sounds like
it
a little
turns
mini
something.
Uzi.
Oh, maybe that's what they have. I don't know.
Yeah, they turned it to fully. Back in the day, you used to. Nah, I'm gonna be quiet. You just shave a portion of the gun and it'll go fully automatic. Now they got a mechanism that blocks the. Um,
Gary.
it's
Philly,
not the
Philly,
barrel. It
Philly.
blocks the. What is that piece? It blocks the piece and it allows the gun to become fully automatic.
Yeah, but Gary, Philly ain't shit compared to Detroit and other places. Nah. New York's still on top of us. Detroit's still on top of us when it comes to the gun violence and the gangs and all that. We still not there.
But you know what? When I was growing up, we didn't really have gangs. We had what they call sets and families. Now they get Bloods and Crips. I'm like, when the fuck y'all get Bloods and Crips? But I ain't been in the hood in almost like 15 years.
I mean, they've been
Like
there.
I don't even go down there and play. I go down
They,
into the city, like downtown, but I don't even go in my own hood no more.
where Philly shit. They've been here
There's
all
nothing
the
down
time.
there for
Listen,
me. I mean,
I don't. There's no Bloods and Crips over here. You see where am I at? In my area, but they do exist in Philly. You see where? So my whole life, I never knew about Bloods and Crips until I got older. That's the funny part. Like I keep telling people, like over here is more. I'm gonna say crews, right? You got D Block,
yeah,
right? The D Block gang crew. Then you got Badlands, the crew from Badlands. You see where I'm coming from? It's like it's like little crews. I wouldn't even call them gangs. I call them crews.
yeah,
Or know what I'm talking about. It's a big
yeah.
difference.
That's what I'm saying. We had set. We call like sets and crews, same thing, similar.
But they, to them, let them say it. These little kids, swear to God, they gangsters. I'm saying, I'm like, if y'all don't even know, shit.
Like they glorify that shit is glorified. That's the sad part. Like that shit is actually glorified. Like people be proud of that shit.
Mhm.
And back in the day, we formed a set for survival, man, to thrive. You know, we ain't form it just to be hardcore and nah. We did
But
that because shit, you had to link up. It's strength in numbers.
you know something, word? Me diving down the history, the rabbit hole of the history and stuff like that. I was looking, because the gang, the history and the gangs and stuff like that, right? Before they was named gangs and stuff like that, they really, how can I say, before the gangs were what we know of them now, as we know them now, right? Um, Allegedly, it's said to, they had started to protect the streets and stuff like that. They didn't start
Nah,
off
ain't no
with
legit.
drugs. They didn't start off with none of that stuff before.
That's why they all started, bro. That's what the whole like almost any game you can name, like the original games though. Like up here in
I'll be right back.
Detroit, we all right. In Detroit, we got We got Black Bottom. We got like the Pony Boys, YBI. Y'all know BMF. Well, BMF started off as uh, a drug gang, and YBI too. But the Black Stones, like all of them, they started off just protecting the community, and they really started to protect the community from the cops. That's why they started. It's like motherfuckers was banding together to take the streets back from the cops. Because, like, man, if you talk to some of these older people, like even in Detroit, like when I moved up here, my stepdad family was from here, and they had formed gangs because it was like cops, uh, our word and the women, like the girls and the women in the neighborhood. So they had to protect their own. So they clicked up and they used to patrol their own streets, but it wasn't from the people, it was from the cops. We talking about like the 60s and 70s. And then when crack came in, that's when the whole game changed, even within the gangs. When crack hit the street, everything became about money.
That's when the gangs became all fucked up. I think, like as they say.
Psychological warfare, bro. Like people don't even understand that shit. Like greed, all that shit have changed the purpose of a person. Like even like if we formed the nine, right? Now imagine a couple years from now this get big and people within the nine get greedy and shit. And they start selling out the idea of why we formed it, for money. That's basically what happened. One loose thread will ruin a whole quilt.
This shit is crazy.
One weak link in the chain.
So have you
need.
Have you seen the trial? This Diddy trial thing? I haven't seen it yet. I got my DM full of videos, but I have not seen it yet.
Man, I'm just hearing stuff, bro. I don't even want to watch it. Like that shit. I mean, it ain't nothing gonna be shocking to me. Like, oh, that's like, man. I done been to little masquerade parties and shit. Walked in and walked out. Like this one chick, it's called Pandora's Box. It's like a after hour club, but I didn't know it was a sex club. Man, you walk in there, you take a drink, and I don't know what the hell is in that drink. I know it didn't kick in until I got like halfway home, and I was like, oh shit! Like I laid down and went to sleep. I don't know what, it was probably like E or something in that shit. But you walk in, you take a drink, they give you a mask. As soon as you walk through the little curtains and shit, it's just like a big orgy. And I'm like, hell no, I'm getting out of here.
They probably spiked that.
There's all types of shit happening. Man, I'm straight. I don't even want to talk about that shit. I wasn't even in there. I wasn't in there for no more than 3 minutes.
This situation is crazy. Me personally, I feel as though that, even though, like when it comes to this Diddy case and shit like that, because this Cassie is going viral right now, right? I think from what I see looking at these videos and shit. Like I'm seeing like people looking at her sideways, and I'm like, at the end of the day, right? We should have already seen this shit. Like she has blame in a lot of shit, but she's still a victim too. So it's hard to break that part down. Like people don't seem to understand the different parts, the different tiers of, how victim reacts, how different victims react to, certain situations. It's crazy that she could have started off as wanting to, become famous, but that shit backfired. And then trying to get out of it was the hardest part. She put herself in that on my bad.
Oh, you good? But no, that's the whole thing. Is like at some point at some point she participated. I'm not saying she ain't a victim, but I'm just saying that at some point, like you participating in this shit, and if you participating and you getting something from it, I mean that's what they say. You sell your soul, but then afterwards you claim the victim. I don't know, man. Like I just look at
it does
shit,
happen. You gotta realize
you got to take accountability. At the end of the day, you still got to take accountability. You know, it's fucked
That's
up what happened to her, but it's other people. I promise you that shit didn't happen to because they didn't participate. I mean,
mm-hmm.
that's
You're
just what
right.
it is. You know, there's some people like you want me to do what? Hell no, fuck out of here and left and didn't take none of the benefits that came with it. That's what I mean. You got to look at that point. That's why people
She
like
put herself in that cage.
it was this nurse, right? She was like when you seen like her transformation too, you know. But it was this doctor who you know he was doing little freaky shit like that to her, and at first you know you seen like her transformation, like you know she got a new car, new house. You know, she got other little privileges. She starts speaking down on people, and all of a sudden, I don't know what he did to her, but you could tell he started like doing some freaky shit because her whole demeanor changed. Like she was all submissive around him and shit, but she was like more angrier to other people. But around him, at first it was like she was all in love, and then after that, it was like she was kind of like you know submissive towards him, but she reflects her status or her power as a nurse onto like the cleaners and shit. And she ain't never used to do that shit before. And she ended up getting. She was married too. You know, she was fucking around with this doctor that was married. She ended up losing her marriage, and then she started saying he did this to me. You wasn't complaining about that shit when y'all was going to Cabo and shit. You cheating on your husband, taking trips out of the country with him and shit. But like you participate. I don't feel bad for you. You
Mm-hmm.
participated in that. Do I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, it's fucked up what she went through, but at the same time, I mean, you could have got out before you got in too deep. And a lot of the reasons I mean, you could say, oh, I was scared of this or that, but a lot of that reason she kept dealing with the shit is because she kept wanting the benefits that came with
Facts.
it. And when it didn't, and let's be real, you know, like with people like that, after a while they get bored and they want something new. You know what I'm saying? You only can play with a toy for so long before you start looking for another one. So that's what happened a lot of times in those situations.
Facts. You know who else is underwater? You know who else is under fire? The boy DDG. Did you hear what happened between him and Halle Bailey?
Man, that shit toxic.
Yeah.
I'm straight. I'm
No, but
straight.
she, I don't know. Listen, I'm not taking her side, I'm not defending her, but it's crazy. Like, if it's true what's happening, she did the right thing on getting out and getting that restraining order. The thing is she gonna keep that restraining order?
Just no, I don't know. Like
That shit is crazy.
I ain't seen none of it. I just know,
Oh,
like,
you gotta see it.
I just know, like, my ex-wife, like, if she would have got her way, bro, like, man, I would have been kicking her ass too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just didn't put my hands on her. But the shit she did, I
No,
don't
but
know.
see,
I get that
if
vibe from
you look at the update on the DDG and the Halle Bailey shit, it's turning out to be that he's the toxic person in this, you know, and that when they was in a relationship, a lot of stuff is surfacing out, right? And what we thought was, you know, that he was saying isn't really what it was. And it kind of seems like I said when I first, you know, reacted to that, John, something was off, something was missing. And now that, because I looked at Lovely T and she took out the article and all that stuff, you see where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like, I'm sitting here, I was like, damn, the way she broke this John down and the way she showed the articles, and I'm looking at other videos that are showing the proof that surface, and I'm sitting here, I was like, I'm not understanding. There's so many men out here, right, that are coming online being messy, right? And it's crazy because it's normally us that do these type of things. So it's weird, and like to me, it's weird to see men do this, but it's happening. Unfortunately, it's happening, and we think that it's the women that is doing this type of shit. No, there's men out here doing this shit to their exes, to their current wives. Like it seems like he's the type of he's a man that has grown with insecurities. You see where I'm coming from? With a lot of jealousy, and you got to be careful with them type of people. Like me looking at the text messages between them two and all that, and I know that the world is an illusion, the world is a stage, But shit like this, like when I speak on stuff like this, it's because I see it happening within my own communities, within relationships. You see where I'm coming from? The toxicity is so real. And we've talked about it on this panel time after time, right? On how people don't take the time to know each other. And earlier I said it when I was reacting to their situation. Is kind of like I'm looking at couples that are married going out on dates, and I don't see people that are not married, right? That are saying, "Oh, that's my man, that's my girl." You see where I'm coming from? I don't even see them talking about, yo, when was y'all first date? Not once have they ever. We don't go on dates no more. That shit don't really, but it still exists. When you really listen to certain couples, right? It just doesn't exist within the ones that are not married or the ones that are. You can't even say they're dating. People don't really date like that. It's rare to hear a story about, I just took out a shorty on a date or I just went out with a dude on a date. This shit be crazy as shit. But you've talked about it time after time why this shit happens on this panel. It's just I'm
Wait, I hear about
confused.
people dating.
Not around here. I don't hear these people date. Not in the hood. I
Like
hear
maybe
them
they
have
have nowhere to
sex
go.
before they say here shit. I hear them having sex. Listen, they'll have sex in a bathroom. They'll have sex in a corner in front of a schoolyard. Before I hear anybody talk about, well, we just went to Red Lobster on our first date. See my point?
But then,
I'm
then
sorry. That was a joke. I'm sorry.
no, but even that falls into like the mindset and the level of maturity people have. Like I don't shame nobody who live in the hood, and I don't think all hood people,
Mm-mm.
are the same. It's some great fucking people in the hood,
Hell yeah.
and then you got, but that's, is a minority versus a majority, aspect again. But I will say that it's the mindset of the people. They think about surviving. What can I get now? They ain't thinking about longevity. So even looking at that far as like a relationship, dudes just trying to hit and women just trying to get with dudes who got something to get something from them. That's all.
Yeah.
And
That's not everybody. You're right.
they're
It's
not
the
thinking
majority of
about
the
5,
people.
10 years. Huh? So they bang, somebody get pregnant. Like it don't. To me, it doesn't make sense how people willing to have a child by someone but not willing to marry. Like, what's the point? Like that shit normal, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's the type of,
Shit.
oh shit. That's the type of world
36
we live
years
in.
without knocking somebody up. I did it intentionally. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. So I made sure I didn't have sex with a lot of women though. Don't get me wrong. I just never got none of them pregnant. None of them. Wasn't even trying. Wasn't gonna happen. Like, nah,
But
fuck
see,
that. You
listen,
ain't getting my seed. We just having fun. This recreation.
at the end of the day, it took you a minute to sexually mature, right? But at
Nah,
the end of the
I just
day,
got sexually mature when I was young. That's thing, man. Look,
no,
y'all think
no,
I'm play.
you ain't
I
let
got
me finish the
room.
joke. You let me finish the joke, but
I'm
he
just being
fucked it up
honest.
now. I
I was
say that
fucking grown
because
ass
listen,
women at 15.
listen. See what I'm saying? Word never has denied that he was a little gigolo. So I gotta fuck with him. I
I had
gotta fuck
first,
with him.
But
first time I had
wait.
sex. I was 7 years old when I first had sex. First time I
You
had sex.
can't
I
See?
didn't
say
know
that
what I was
though,
doing.
because he's a kid. Like imagine you saying that to a girl.
What? She was a little hoe.
Like if she's 7, 15,
No,
and like
I'm gonna say it to her right there and
she's
then. Shit, when
groomed.
she hit 20 and 20, we
Yeah,
had that
look,
conversation.
the
Like,
first
let's just
listen,
play
the
with
first
y'all.
time the first time I had sex, I was 7 years old, and the girl was 14. I didn't know what the fuck we was supposed to be playing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh
And then
shit.
it's like, shit, you haven't that shit fun. I didn't
You
know.
said
You're
that
like,
was
you want to do it
fun.
again? Yeah, let's play
A
house.
15-year-old with a 7-year-old.
Yo, wait a
Wow.
minute. Yo, wait a minute. That's
That girl was
statutory rape.
sick.
Yeah, that's statutory rape. I'm sorry. Like, if you look it up, 15-7. She took
That's
advantage.
what I'm saying. There's women predators too.
Yeah,
I don't
14.
know what like
And
how
then
like
when
what
I
the
14 and
was
7 is
15,
percentage.
for his
when
word.
I was 15, I was with a 32-year-old up until I was like right before I turned 17, we broke up. I was with her and she teaching me Karma Sutra. So she
Wait
teaching
a
me about
minute.
semen retention and everything. So it's like we having sex and she telling me, retain the semen.
13?
It was like some spiritual shit, bro. And that shit, that's why I said it's like, so even that aspect, like having sex without, enjoying it without the climax, I matured that way from a young age.
You know what's crazy, word? I know that a lot of kids had conversations when they were young with their parents, right? About sex and all that. A lot of kids didn't. But one thing I can sit here and tell you, right? One thing I did learn, and I noticed that when we do have these conversations on social media, and I don't know if you notice it, right? Because I know you be on a lot of panels, right, that are like-minded like this. Plus, you be on panels that you see the drama, the bullshit, and all that. But it's like, even though we've grown up, a lot of people still think, oh, because I did it at that age is okay. You see where I'm coming from? So when the conversation surface of, I don't think it's okay for my child at the age of 15 to be out here to have, sexual relationships with somebody that's older. Oh, but I did. I'm saying, just because we did it, right? I'm like, what's the lesson? What did you learn?
What did you learn from it?
Exactly. I'm like, do you still have the same mentality now that you have a child? I'm saying, my bad.
It took me a long time to have an emotional connection with a woman having sex. I had no emotional connection until I was probably about 24, 25. So that it fucked me up because I didn't look at sex from like, it was just, it was just sex to me.
Exactly.
It wasn't like nothing sacred, it wasn't sacred. Can y'all hear that shit, man? My fucking house shaking.
That's your house?
Oh, is it a full moon?
Man, you
What's
don't hear
going
that
on
thunder?
tonight, man?
Yeah. Oh, snap. What gets me the most is when I hear women excuse a lot of these behaviors, and I'm sitting here like, these are the conversations that we do need. Because I'm gonna be honest, right? My sons are, they interested in girls, right? Like my 15-year-old, he's got a girl that is just a year older than him. You see where I'm coming from? And remember where we had a conversation, I said, yo, I noticed that since he was younger, he's into older women, right? And I didn't know if that was a thing, and word broke that John down to me. My oldest one, he has a thing where he won't date nobody like 5 years older than him and nobody 2 years younger than him. He's 18. But they both out here. I'm saying, I was like, I tell my 15-year-old all the time, that's your friend. He's like, no, that's my wife. I'm saying, I was like, you tell me that like maybe 10 years from now, okay?
But at 18, like at 18, you shouldn't be dating someone 2 years younger because they're still not of age, right?
Mm-mm.
At 18.
But see,
because that would be what, like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old?
That'd be 16, 17.
But 18, it's like you're legally an adult, but depends on
Mm-hmm.
the person. They still may like be
And that's
acting like a
why
kid.
when he goes out, he goes
and
out
I'm
with
just
the chicks that are maybe his age or maybe 2 years older than him, maybe 3. I don't know if he dates anybody way older than that. I'm about to ask him.
and I'm just saying this because so people
That's
can be
Soprano?
aware of the
Have you
law.
seen The Soprano? The therapist, like something like
I'm
her,
just saying this so people will be aware of the law. And I know Pennsylvania
older,
is Commonwealth.
smart.
So when it
Word.
comes,
Older,
I know for a fact in Pennsylvania, the
Did you
legal
hear my
age is
son word?
consent. So
Word.
2
Wait, who's in the
years.
background talking at Rach's house?
That was my son telling word that if she's old and she's smart, he'll date her. Word, you hear what he's telling you?
Hey man, ain't nothing. My wife 2 years older than me, man. Ain't nothing wrong. It's better to deal with a mature person than an immature
That's
person,
what
and
he
it's
just
just more
said.
likely. It's more likely that people who are older are mature. It's just more likely. I'm not saying young people can't be mature, but there's more benefits to dating someone older. Like when Speak was on here, like I don't see how anybody can deny experience in it. So, in an 18-year-old. I mean, I don't care if you traveled the world and stuff. I traveled the world when I was young, and the stuff I was experiencing, I still couldn't comprehend it until I got older. I look back at a lot of my experiences and I learned because of my perception that I have now. But when I was experiencing it, I didn't know what the fuck I was experiencing. I had no awareness of what I was, the benefits. And, I just always took opportunities. So I know, like, even if I don't get it now, I'll get it later. So I always take opportunities, especially when I was young. So I sat with like shamans and shit. I didn't benefit from that experience until I got older. I couldn't even comprehend what I was going through at the time, and how profound it was. Like, everybody don't get to do this shit, and just understanding, like, that's why, like, even when people talk about religion and spirituality, that's why, I stopped debating that, because I understand it's all the same thing, just told from a different perspective. It's just told from different points of view, but it's all divinely connected. So all of it has truth in it.
So, writers, if your son is 18, or just anybody, right? A guy who's 18, and then 5 years older, that's 23. 18, dating a 23-year-old, I don't think that's that bad. That's not like
He's
too
18.
old.
I mean,
What do you think?
so far he hasn't bought nobody here that's over 20, that's over 21. So
No, I don't think 18 and I don't think that too
that's
far.
not nice.
18 and 23. That's not
No,
like, too bad.
I'd say like even like 18 and 22.
But yeah, man, I just learned that my son would date a 45-year-old, and she's smart and
Oh wait, a
wise.
45-year-old. What?
He'll be here talking about
I'll
dating
have
old women, sugar mamas and shit.
I had to question exactly like what's the purpose, because like I don't know. I don't see.
No, he was
It's
just talking
weirder for
about.
me.
You heard how you were saying the maturity. He always says that. He says the females his age are not mature. He says that. He says they act very young. He feels
Yeah,
like he's
but a
dating.
40-year-old, like
He just
45,
made that as
like
a joke.
that's old
That's
enough
how
to
I
be
was
your
laughing.
mom. Like,
She older than me, man.
older than your mom. That could be your grandma.
Nah, you tripping. My mama not 10 years older than me. Wait a minute. She old
No, that
enough
could
to
be
be his
his
auntie.
grandma.
Hey man, that's what
Yo,
I be looking like. My parents only 16
45.
years older than me, right? So when I be seeing like people on here around my mama age and like some of the women, I be like, man, I'm so happy my mama don't act like that. My mama, I ain't gonna say it. My mama is like lively. She like, having fun with her kids. We put some music on, we get to dance, and you know what I'm saying? But she don't be doing all that unscrupulous shit online. Like she ain't going out trying to show her body or nothing like that. Like she, my mama got class and etiquette. So like when I be seeing a lot of these older women on here, I be like, God damn, bro, I'm lucky as hell. Cause that could be my mama. Like there's somebody grandma doing that shit, bro. That shit weird. Like saying some wild shit.
You just turned 40, right? Word?
41. I just turned
41.
41.
yeah, his parents had him
So
young.
your
They had
mom's
him.
57?
Yeah, she'll be 58 this week.
Hmm.
She got pregnant with me when she was 16. She had me when she was 17.
Told you. See, same age. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. That's deja vu right there. That's how much of a difference me and my firstborn is. 16 years apart. That's crazy. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie, man. That little boy has taught me a lot. He's taught me to be the woman that I am today, for real, for real.
Well, it's like basically like growing up with your kid, like two
Yes.
kids growing up.
Yeah.
But see,
That's
there's
what.
like 16-year-olds that are mature or responsible enough to like take the responsibility and be a mom. And then there's
And
the ones that
you
are
know
not.
what? And this is what my mother always told me. She said, she lucked up because she had my grandmother. Because my grandmother raised me for the first 9 years of my life. But she had her second child 4 years after she had me. So my sister's 4 years younger. And then she
Right.
had my other sister 2 years after that. So my other sister is 6 years younger. and she had her last child 13 years after that. Well, 13 years is 13 years between me and my baby sister.
Yeah.
But she always say me and her grew up together. Like she always said that. Man, my
What's
mom was
crazy?
proud of me, man, and that shit is that I don't. That's just like one of the best feelings. I remember my biggest fear in life was to disappoint my mother. And when she told me I can't disappoint her or I haven't, and I was doing stupid shit at that time. But when she told me that, man, that shit like lifted a burden off my shoulder, and I was just that's when I really changed. Like, so it was like I was going towards my fear. Like I feared to disappoint her, but I was doing shit to disappoint her. You know, and when she told me I'm not disappointed, she proud of me. Well, after she told me that, it's like that's when I started growing, and I stopped. I just stopped doing stupid shit. I just stopped. That's when I changed my life, man.
Why do y'all boys go through those phases though? Like, even though y'all got some, I mean, I don't like, sometimes y'all got something real good at home, right? But y'all still lash out.
It's not. I don't think it's like it's not lashing out. It's trying to like. I didn't
There's a
really have.
word for it. I just don't know the word, so I'm gonna just
It's
use
just like
lash out.
you as a man, you got to kind of find your own way. You know, you kind of find your own way, establish your
Testosterone.
own. You know, you establish yourself. And if you don't have good direction, then you go in the wrong direction doing so. Like all my positive role models was not right there with me, but I still had them in my life. So that's why I didn't go too far off track. You know, because I had my uncle, I had my dad, I got a couple uncles. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I was down in Pennsylvania, I'd have been a different person. I'd have been a totally different person if I stayed in Pennsylvania. I'd have been like, I got some little cousins. I would have been more like them.
He's how
I would be more like them.
Kids in
Yeah.
Philly, not all of them, but the majority of the kids in Philly is bad as shit.
Guess what we got, Commander?
Who we got?
Hey, how's
Oh
everybody doing?
shit! Damn.
Hey, Black Dynamite.
Been
What
a
up,
while.
though?
What
Blessings,
what
blessings.
what y'all talking
You
about?
found us. You made your way back. You were lost and now you're found.
Nah, I threw that shit before I left the room.
Yeah, bro, we was about to put APB out on you, bro. Like, hold on, man, where Black Dynamite at? He said he was coming back the next day and never came back.
I'm sorry about that. I got caught up with fighting all them CIA racial slur that I ain't gonna say no more because you told me not to say that. Yeah, the H word. You know them H bombs. Man, got so tied up fighting them. It was just kung fu this, kung fu that, bodies everywhere. I just didn't even know where to put them all. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna hang out for a few minutes tonight.
What in the
I
Sam Hill?
appreciate that,
They kept interrupting my kung fu.
Oh, bro, we just talking about life, man. Anything is bring your own topic, so it's an open topic. We talking about anything and everything.
I heard something about young men trying to be men, and some are more mature for their age than others. What was that in reference to?
So we just saying like sometimes men like we mature a lot. I mean, this is different maturity rates. Like when we boys growing into our manhood, we trying to find or figure things out or find our own path. And sometimes we go left and sometimes we go right.
Okay.
I see. All right. Yeah, right and left hand path. Yeah, and sometimes people stay in the gray area. They keep in the middle of the road, and they get hit from both sides.
Right. Yeah, so it's just sometimes.
Riders, don't go quiet on us.
Oh no, I was letting them. They was talking, so I'm listening.
Sometimes even if that sounds like it's thunder.
See, now he got all discombobulated. Look at him.
Man, I grabbed that thing, bro. Like, you better not open my door this time. Like, hold on, bro.
Wait, he say somebody's what?
It sounded like somebody was beating on my door. That thunder. Shit sounded like it cracked right in front of my house. Y'all ain't hear that?
No.
Yeah.
I got my own
I got
problems.
admire.
Hey, do you think though that like some young men, like if they're living in the hood, you think that maybe it's like the testosterone,
Right?
like maybe the problems, they're frustrated, maybe they don't have an outlet, they don't know what to do, like what are their options, and then they have like frustration that they might.
Something's going
So
on
like
because I do know that.
when
Is Bird talking? Is he back?
when it comes to the hood,
There you
it's
go.
love to it, right? So I mean, you got some hoods that it's still like community wise where it ain't all bad. Then you got some areas that's bad. So sometimes you more worried about surviving than thriving. Like you just trying to make it to the next day, and you might have to, uh, be that wolf. So I mean, a lot of that depends on circumstance.
But what's that saying about idle minds? I
I
can't
mean,
remember
like
the saying.
I don't have never played for.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, y'all both are going in and out.
Oh man, I was muted. Like if they don't have something to focus on, something they're doing, then it's like an idle mind.
See, that's what I was gonna say, right? I do hear a lot of these kids, right, say that their parents ain't the problem for the reason why they doing the things that they do, right? They're just trying to figure out certain things, right? But they just can't talk about it. So that that's why I asked the question, and now Commander saying what she's saying is like I'm over here like, what is it? You see, and we're breaking it down, kind of like puts two and two together.
Like they don't have the guidance, they don't have
Mm-hmm.
like purpose. They're trying to figure it out, but what are their options? What do they see around them? Like
It's
where's the
like
support?
fact. Some of them are not even messing up nothing. They got what they need. Like you can hear it when you hear their conversations. They're telling you right there and then. It's just that, like I just said, like some of them don't even know what the problem is themselves, and it's not. Oh my bad. Come closer. Word, come closer. We can't hear you. You going in and out.
Can't hear me? I thought I was on my
What up, missing mod?
Blessings,
Missing
Mr.
Missing mod is
Mod.
in the house.
Missing Mod, you've been missing. What up?
We found you, Mr. Mod.
Hold on, man.
What it? We got
But
two people
a
missing.
lot of it. Let me see.
Word is at war with the Morpheus. He'll be back. He just got to figure out it's the red pill, the blue pill, or the black pill. Which one? I'm not sure. He's going to take the gray. That's what he said. He's going to try the gray area.
I'm taking the golden pills.
The gold pill? There's a gold pill? Shit.
I just made it.
Writers,
Yep.
where you live, do they have? Because right now there's a trend, and it's happening where I live. I don't know anywhere else, but where kids are like kicking doors, like instead of knocking and running, they're like banging, kicking,
The knock
and then they
Zoom
run.
trend. I heard about that. That's happening everywhere. And that's not
It's
something
happening there
old.
too.
That shit is old. Knock Zoom is just that these kids are getting a little overboard with it right now.
That's a great way to get
Man,
shot through the door. Get a lead salad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
happened
waiting for
already.
that to happen.
It already happened. A child already got shot doing that knock Zoom thing.
Yeah,
That's
because they
what I'm
think you a
saying.
home invader.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you
you're
kicking down
right,
the door.
writers. It was like some white kids, right? Yes,
I forgot what it was. I know I got
Is
the
that,
video on my DM.
yes.
man, if I hear somebody banging on my door, I'm thinking you trying to get in. So yeah, what the fuck am I open the door for when I can go through that motherfucker? Shit, you got
It
me
it
fucked
did
up.
happen. Yeah, these kids were doing it, and they were like videotaping for TikTok, and then one of them got shot. I think he passed away.
But like I keep telling everybody, this knock Zoom challenge is not old. It's just resurfacing. So I mean, I'm guessing these kids are watching old videos somewhere, Wherever apps they're in, they're watching old ass videos or they're listening to old stories. The knock knock Zoom game is not something new, it's not a new trend. It happened at one point on Facebook when Facebook first started too. And at that era and at that point in time, if y'all go do y'all research, a kid got hurt and injured doing the same dumb shit. These challenges are not new. They're resurfacing challenges.
But if they're not breaking in the house, do you think someone has a right to like go out and shoot them? Like
It's not the
just
owner's
because some
fault. You got to realize
Go
with
out and
everything that's
shoot
going on right now, with
You
everything
don't
that's
know
going on right
somebody trying to get in your house. Yeah.
okay, but you just don't go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
No,
No, if you
you stay
chasing
inside with
down,
your
that's
weapon. You don't
different.
open the door and shoot or shoot through the door.
Oh yes, you do. Fuck that. If
No.
somebody look, has your door ever been kicked in?
Okay, because there's the scenario where that white lady, the mom came knocking at the door because some problem with her little boys, and the neighbor
She
had a problem
knocked
with
on
her
the
little
door.
boys, right? And I
She
think
knocked,
she
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 went to go get her iPad. She went to go
right
collect her iPad. She knocked on the door, and the lady shot
right,
through there. You talking
but
about somebody
she's
kicking on your door? That's something. There's a difference between if
well, we don't
somebody's
know how
banging on
hard
my
she
door
knocked. She might
and
have
I
banged
don't
on
hear
the door.
police.
no, but see, these
Yeah.
kids were actually kicking the door and they were hiding in
No,
places around the house. So you imagine you being in your house by yourself and there's people roaming around your house. You see where I'm calling from, and you're calling 911. You don't know what the hell's happening. You in a neighborhood where home invasions happen. You see where I'm like this person probably was kissing. So these type of games, that's why a lot of these games were stopped in a lot of communities because this stuff was already happening before. That's why I'm trying to tell people this is not something new. It's just resurfacing.
So
It's happening over again. Just, in a
man,
different era. Different
we used to
kids.
do that shit. What we used to do, we used to knock on people's door and light
Hmm.
a bag of shit. We have a bag of shit and light it. That'd be, we used to do
And they
shit
used
like that. They
back
come out
then.
stumping
Now
and
that's just
shit,
funny.
like trying to put.
All right, okay, but see, lighting a fire on someone's door, that could be
Yeah,
considered
that
a
shit was.
threat,
Yeah,
And it
right?
it
is.
You
was.
And
can,
It was
kids used to
it,
get in
stupid.
trouble for that
It
back
was.
then too.
It
Listen
was
what
to
if
that.
like
real
someone
stupid.
comes out and shoots you? That's
I
a
mean, I
little
think it's
much.
happened in the past too. Well, let's research it.
It's cause and
Yeah,
effect, man. When you do dumb shit, you get dumb rewards, right? I
yeah.
mean, you did a lot of dumb shit and get caught up. My bad,
I
my
just
bad.
think that person is gonna get locked up because
Yeah.
it's not like someone was in their house, right? Because like they have to enter your house
It's too many pranks
to
being
stand
played.
your ground. They don't even have that in all states.
No,
There's some
It's too
states where
much.
if they're even on your property and they're threatening you, you got the right to do. You got the right to handle business.
Exactly. That's what people fail to realize. And what you gotta people don't know is that see a lot of people don't even know this, right? You can have a shotgun in your house and not have it registered. You're allowed to by law.
you can have a rifle in your house
Yes, you
without it
are.
being registered.
That's what I'm
You,
saying.
you
Yeah,
can have
like
a
people don't
you
understand
can have
that.
a you can have a
Right.
rifle. You can have a fucking rifle without it being having a registered.
Hmm.
You got to have it registered with the state, but you can definitely get it without a gun license.
Yeah.
A handgun
But
is
if
the only thing you really need a license for, unless
I
you're
but
didn't.
if
doing
you
something above 40 caliber.
if you have like an open yard, because what I heard is you're supposed to have a no trespassing sign, and if you don't have that, then the law can't do anything. Like somebody comes on your property, you have to
In
have that
certain
sign.
situations, in certain situations,
I think in certain states,
in
depending
certain
on their
states,
law. That's what I heard
yeah,
though.
no, I know what the trespassing you're trying to say. It's like that everywhere. But like for example, here in these houses right here, where we at, right? These houses are all connected, right? And you got the front, you got the back, right? The back has an alley in it. You see where I'm coming from? So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you see anybody comes into my yard, it's curtains. You're not allowed here, especially after a certain time. I'm not going to get in trouble for trying to shoot somebody that's, being snoopy or trying to hide in my yard, and I don't know what the fuck is going on at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Same thing
But see, at that point,
if
is it a
somebody's in
threat?
my,
You're supposed to call.
it
You're
is a
supposed
threat.
to call law enforcement and stay in your
Yeah,
house.
steps you gotta follow, obviously. Steps you gotta follow, and if you don't follow them steps, then you're the idiot. You see where I'm
Yeah.
coming from? Before you
Yeah.
even try
Prowler
to
in the
do it,
yard at night.
it's like, for example, if somebody's in your house and they are threats, right? And they're on their way out, right? Just because they were a threat and they're on their way out, don't mean that you're allowed to shoot them in the back.
You need to look
Exactly.
at that's not true. You need to look at the laws because laws are different for males and females. Like if a
Well,
man
I know
gets
in
his wallet
Philadelphia it's like
robbed,
that. I'm sorry.
no, it's not. It's not actually like that. It's the laws is different for man and female. Because as a female, if someone steals your purse and they run away, you have the right to shoot them. But as a male,
But
if
see,
somebody took my
when
wallet and
I
run
just
away, I can't shoot them in the back.
no, when I just did this whole thing
That's
to get my
wild.
listen, when I just did the whole thing to get my permit and my license to carry and all that, it says otherwise. You see where I'm coming from?
Why
The
would
only
it be
thing here is
different
like
though for a man or a
it's
woman
Because
otherwise,
if the
because
person's running
and
off
I'm a
with
woman,
your stuff and stole?
it's the threat level. It's the actual threat level.
but
But
I'm
if he's running away from a woman, he or she, they're no longer a threat. They're leaving. They're running away.
They
they're
are.
not allowed.
Because now they got your, yes, they are. Because now they got your purse and your ID, and they can come back.
But that's the thing. Like it's the same for a man. If they take your
No,
wallet,
it's not. It's not because the same force. You get a man attacking a woman is allowed is automatically guaranteed to use lethal force. But if a man attacks a man, we have to use same force.
I'm gonna have to look
Yeah,
this up.
look it up. I'm telling you, the law is
All right.
different. Even
Eh,
even when like oh my bad, go ahead, Black Dynamite.
Oh, I was just gonna say there ain't no law protecting certain types of people. If they come on your property, you can light them up. You know that
Yes.
Sasquatch come into your window, that dog man come into your window, you light them up with the 12 gauge slug, right? And even if they die, right? The men in black, they come in their black SUVs, they wrap the body up and they take it and they like, you shot a bear, fuck off. And you just capped a motherfucking Sasquatch, you just capped a motherfucking dog man, and ain't no record of it, and you defended your home. There you go.
Boom, itches.
Okay, because like okay, but listen, word. What you just said then wouldn't apply to Carmelo because with the same amount of force, and one had a knife and one didn't, right? Or we don't know if the other guy had a knife, but do you know what I'm saying? Like then it would apply in the Carmelo situation.
Now, if Carmelo was a Sasquatch and he was built like the Incredible Hulk and he was a full grown alpha male, 10 foot tall, 4 foot wide linebacker
Damn.
Sasquatch, yeah, then yeah. Dude got the right to, well, I don't even think he would have walked up and tried to put hands on him, but he probably would have ran. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, didn't that dude just like, what did he, was there a chokehold involved or what was going on with that? Like,
That's his
why
wife
did
and
he
his son.
stab him?
We don't know.
We don't know yet. Not until the video. I ain't even speaking on that until the video or some type of information come out because that could have happened so many different ways. If he was about, I just know this: if my brother about to fight, we about to fight. So I mean, I don't know if they was about to jump the boy. Some reports say he got his boy punched him. Some reports said he knocked his phone out his hand and broke it. Some reports just say Melo just reached in and got. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But as far as same force, um, I mean that stand your ground is probably the only thing that's gonna help him. I mean that dude was like 100 pounds over. So I mean I don't know.
I
I
just
don't
wish
know.
they would have gotten a fist fight and then nobody would have died. They would have just kicked each other's asses or somebody's ass would have been kicked, but nobody would have got stabbed to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just seems
Yeah.
wild to me.
Yeah, I hate somebody. I mean, you got two young kids. One lost his life, and one might lose his freedom. It's just learning from that situation. Like, you really need to teach kids conflict resolution. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You just really need to teach them that. I mean, I don't see if it's I like for me, like if it's raining and pouring and shit, and somebody under something, even if they ain't supposed to be there, as long as they ain't doing no crazy shit, let the person get shelter. I mean, we fucking humans, bro. Like, why we kicking people out? And you know, like that shit to me. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he was causing a disturbance. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know the circumstances. But I'm just saying, in situations like that, I mean, it's times where I done gave women my umbrella when it was raining because they didn't have, one, and I got wet. But I done got up and gave women my seat on buses before. I mean, I gave people rides. I mean, just
What
humanity,
if it was
bro.
a trans woman? Would you still give her your seat?
Only
If it was a
Commander.
trans woman,
Yeah, and she looked
probably
real
not.
feminine, but she's a trans woman.
If I knew it was a guy, I probably wouldn't. But
But if you
I didn't
couldn't
gave
tell,
like
you probably
if they was
would.
like if the person, I say it like this,
If she was
if the
sweet and
person
nice, and
if the person needed the seat, I would definitely give it to them, no matter if it was male, female, trans, or not. If I seen like if they had like a limp or something, or they were struggling, or even if the
the
trans
trans
dude
woman
had
has
like
to
a
have a
short,
limp.
well, no, maybe like she had
She
like
got
a
to be
short dress
injured and
on.
shit.
No,
Trying
no,
to
Yo,
do
maybe
a
she had
gotcha.
a short. I mean, maybe she got a short dress on, like, huh, sit down, I don't
What
know.
up, Hassan?
Man,
Shout out to Hassan in the chat.
Is
shout
it
out to
taped up
Hassan,
or
like,
not taped up? Is it hanging out the dress?
Maybe that's why she's limping, because it's like the
look,
tape got stuck
look,
or something.
if a person needs a seat, then I'll give it to them.
Commander, report to the principal. Gary, she's coming.
Gary,
Yeah, shit.
damn, I got busted.
What type of trans woman are we talking about? Because you can smell that bottom surgery from a
A
mile
cute
away.
one.
That is a wound that don't close. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen that Tulip on Twitter, and he, she, they, them, whatever Tulip is now, said the phantom pains are terrible. It takes a half hour to take a piss, and then there's drippage after that, so he got to wear a panty liner, and it's
Oh,
oh yeah. He said it stank too. He said after the bottom surgery, he sometimes he wakes up, he has dreams that he's stroking his dick, and then he wakes up and looks down and
What?
nothing's there, feels the phantom pains, and he said his life is a perpetual hell.
Yo,
oh, that's
wait a
sad.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucked up.
so the bottom surgery don't work out for every trans woman. I'm not like saying don't get it, but I'm just saying like maybe look into Tulip a little on Twitter or X, whatever it is now. X going to give it to you before you make that life altering decision.
Well,
Oh, I just
oh, go
caught on to
ahead.
what he was saying. Okay. I just caught on to what he was saying. He's not lying. Yeah, that's true. Shit, it's been proven time after time. How many of them don't make the videos talking about, they had the surgery and now they regret it. They wish they could, take it back, but you cannot take that back once it's
No,
done.
ain't like
Okay,
Mr. Garrison in South Park.
there's somewhat of a trend going on right now too,
Oh, hold
where
on. What? Hey,
women,
hold on 1 second.
yeah.
Missing Mod don't get her moderator stick. That's the second person that came in here and lost their mod stick. If y'all
Well,
missing y'all
and
mod stick, let me know. Cause I don't know what happened. I didn't take nobody's sticks, but I just happened to look at the chat on my phone.
I
Cause I
don't
can't
have the
really
ability
tell.
to take anybody's wrench, by the way, if in case that person the other day thought I
No,
did it.
no, sometimes that happens. But you know what I can do? I mean, if I can look, I can actually look and see if anybody removed somebody.
What's up, Letitia?
Oh, blessings,
Leticia, what up,
Alicia,
though,
blessings.
sis? Yeah, you can actually look and see. You can look at your
Yeah, you
moderators
can
activity
see,
and see
but
who did it. But
the moderators can't take away wrenches though.
yeah, they
But
can.
you
No,
can see if they like hide someone or do
No,
something.
certain mod. No, if I get my managing mods can take away, like if my managing mod times another standard mod out, it'll take their rent.
Oh, really? Well, I
Yeah,
haven't timed anybody out. I didn't know. I don't
Hey, it
think
wasn't
it takes
me.
away their wrench though
yeah, it take away their rent.
if they get timed out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to test it on someone.
She said, I'm going to test this right away.
I
wait.
didn't know that.
Did you bring up taking away the wrench because I was talking about getting a penis removed and you were like, your tool gone, homie.
I mean, it does make sense though. Yep. You got a wrench, then you don't got a wrench.
Yeah,
You got a tool, or are you toolless?
yeah. Oh, and for real
What
though,
kind of tool you packing?
Look at
a
Well,
lot
her.
of
not
them,
you,
She's
not you.
practicing.
a lot of them young trans men that get the surgery where they get the skin removed from the arm or the leg and they get it rolled up into a meat fruit roll they can piss through. They regret that one too. Sometimes it busts open and it looks like a bursted hot pocket that was in the microwave too long. You can't unsee that picture if you Google pictures of the Frankenstein trans penis.
What the wait, wait. He
Oh
threw me off
no.
there. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean,
And
don't
I
Google
can,
it. You can't
and I
unsee it.
just want to. I just want to clear Commander's name real quick. Commander, in the last year, she has not deleted a message, timed nobody out, or hid anyone. So her statement is factual. None of my
Thank
actually,
you,
that's
sir.
what I'm saying. None of my moderators have
I
nobody who
still
got
don't know how to
managing
mod.
mods. Yeah, nobody who got managing mods on here has any activity taking nobody's mods with anything. I sometimes YouTube do that. Sometimes I've lost my rent on people pages before, and they like, damn, you ain't got a rent. And I know that happened. This like the third time that happened. Like somebody lost their rent, and I
When I
don't know
hear
why.
people say, I don't know how that happened, I always think they're just like,
They just
they don't
lying.
want to be mean. Yeah, they don't want to be mean and be like, I took away your rent.
Let me look. I want to look at my activity. Let me
Hey,
look at
hey,
mine really quick.
y'all ever seen those fake ass YouTubers that what they do is they pretend somebody rage quit, but what they really did was kick them, and they be fronting like that. Like,
Mhm.
come on, you ain't
I
got
would
to lie to
totally
kick.
do that. I
What?
would
What?
do
I
Wait,
that.
can't
Do
even.
that.
I'd be like,
like,
bye.
It's not
I don't
my
know what
activity.
happened.
oh, they rage quit. They rage quit. No, you can't do that. You gotta be like, look, I'm kicking this motherfucker. I can cuss, right? I can say motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah. Go ahead.
oh,
Sure.
Good, bro.
okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, just say I'm kicking this motherfucker. This motherfucker's an asshole, and just kick him. You don't gotta lie and say they rage quit.
Yeah, but it's more fun that way.
Ah,
You know
shit.
what? I was on somebody panel like when I first started. I was on somebody panel, and we was talking about the Bible, but I forgot what the conversation was. But they kicked me from the studio, banned me, and said, "Oh, he ran." I'm like, "What?" Then they blocked me from the chat. I'm like, "Bro, I didn't run. You put me
They
down."
did it to
That
you.
shit got erased. Yeah, and I'm looking like, "Fuck,
That
I
don't
run,
feel
bro."
good, does it?
No, like, bro, because I was kicking your ass. You ain't know what
You
the fuck
can't
you
even
was talking
defend
about.
yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when they talk smack and then but you're blocked so you can't go and like defend yourself. That's not nice.
Nah, nah, I don't put up with that shit. That make me want to put the kung fu on somebody. Give him the axe kick.
No, but what I was telling you guys is there's a trend where females are having surgery down there to supposedly make it look better, and they're
Yeah.
having
Oh, they
surgery down
been
there.
doing that. That ain't no trend. They been doing that. I
What,
can
they
say
trimming
that.
the beef curtains?
Yeah.
They're
What?
trying to rejuvenate their
Yeah. It's
Well,
what
like,
it's
but
called
but
a
word it
vaginoplasty.
like older ladies, but like these are girls that are doing it,
Oh
like in their
no.
Yeah, but this
20s.
shit probably blew out. They shit probably blew out.
Oh, what are they getting the
I don't
lips
know.
like trimmed so it doesn't look like a angry bulldog with a jar of mayonnaise or some shit?
Okay, so like my wax lady told me there's two girls that have done
Oh,
it
your
that
wax
have come
lady?
to her. Yeah, the wax lady.
Oh,
But she says I've never seen it. Okay, I've never looked it up. I don't want to look it up. But she
holy
said
fuck.
this is how she described it, and I still don't know like what that means. It's like they try to make it more filled in. Like she said, it looked like Play-Doh. I think they try to make it look like fatter, maybe more plump, like filled in.
Okay, so they're
I don't
not
know.
trimming the lips, right? Or are they putting collagen in the pussy lips?
But
Yeah,
like,
they
why would a
probably is.
20-year-old
They get the duck
They
lips on the
probably
need
pussy.
that?
Oh, that
they
shit is
got them
crazy.
pumps. I don't like they got them pumps that do that. They can pump the yeah, they got them pumps that can do that.
Like to
I don't
see
But
know.
that
not
She
in this
said they
video.
one.
got surgery. I don't know.
Yeah, they getting Botox.
Because one
But
of the
they
girls was
been
having problems. Like one of the girls stopped coming to see her. One of them was having problems with it. Because like there's risks to every type of surgery, right? I mean, you could
everything.
lose feeling,
Hell yeah.
something could go wrong.
But still, them type of I don't see the need to just leave it alone. Like just leave it alone.
Oh shit! Y'all hear about the robo
Nah
penis?
man. What?
Robo penis.
Oh, Ocho Cinco?
No. What they do?
What's that?
Yeah. I worked a gig with this cat, and he was raving about his robo penis. This motherfucker was in his late 50s. He was talking about his 25-year-old girlfriend. Yeah, dad, whatever. He a creep old man. Anyway, he said he got a implant in his dick that makes it extend like a telescope. He got extra flesh added from his leg or some shit. I don't fucking know. And then he said there was a pump in the ball sack with a wire attached to the penis so he could pump it up like a fucking Nike or a Reebok pump and make the penis extend. I swear
Yeah.
to
Is that
fucking God.
real?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if he was bullshitting. I didn't Google it or anything because I
Well,
didn't want that to be in my Google search because I don't need any of that. But yeah, it just kind of weirded me out. This motherfucker went on this 45-minute diatribe about his Robo Reebok pump penis and how his girlfriend loves it so much, who's young enough to be his daughter and shit, like Steven Seagal. That bitch ass
I don't.
motherfucker.
I
No bitch
know,
ass is
like,
allowed.
but like the hospital I worked in, we did all types of surgeries, but we had like plastic surgeons, and I seen two. No, it was three different surgeries. One of them they put this metal ring, and it's not one ring; it actually extends. And like he said, it's a button. It's like a little button they push under their balls, and it open up the rings and it stretch out. But they do have to add extra flesh. They usually take it from the thigh or the calf, but it extends it, and it does it because they have PE. They have erectional dysfunction.
So wait, the pump thing is real. So that honky
Yeah,
was, I mean, that H word wasn't bullshitting.
nah, he wasn't bullshitting, bro. They got something like I know one of them they got three rings. Well, the one I seen it had three rings, and bro, they gotta fillet your shit, pull the skin back, and
Oh
they stretch it. Yeah, bro, they stretch it. And when they
no!
stretch it, when they originally stretch it, they got to leave it stretched for I forgot a certain amount of time to let the tissue. But once you do that, it's hard to get an erection without hitting that button because you done fucked everything up. So they have to hit the button to get an erection, and that's one of the things the doctor tell them. Like you gotta, and if the button malfunction, you got to go back in and get that surgery. It's not probably like 2 hours. It ain't nothing like extensive, but yeah, I done seen both sex changes, man going from woman, woman going to man. That man going to woman, that shit brutal, man. That shit is fucking brutal. I'm like, I don't even know why people want to go through that shit. But
Yeah, ain't no dealing with that. I mean, that's a fallout that's worse than a Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Like you don't want to deal with all that. Woo! Yeah, I mean, I
oh,
hope it works out for them, but yeah, a lot of them, I've seen a lot of people on social media saying it did not work out for them at all. So yeah, Black Dynamite doesn't get down like that. I mean,
appreciate.
damn. We killed that guy
My
just
God.
because he drank that Anaconda malt liquor and he had a baby dick that was the size of a baby carrot cut in
Oh
half.
my
And we
goodness.
asked him if he wanted to live. We said, "Do you want to live?" And then we just shot him in the fucking head because he ain't doing nothing with his life with a dick that small.
I
Okay,
can't.
easy with
Shout out to Black
Allegedly,
yeah,
motherfucking
yeah. Don't say
Dynamite,
that.
man.
yeah, allegedly
Shout
we
out,
killed him because Anaconda
No,
malt liquor
don't
shrank
even
him.
say allegedly. Nah, no, don't even.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
don't say it.
yeah. Allegedly he was
We're gonna have
unalive.
the FBI calling us.
Yeah.
Wait,
From a movie, damn it, from a movie.
hey, these views and opinions are not shared by the word on his panel right now.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got their own mind. So hey, but shout out to Bond, man. I didn't even see you in the chat. Shout out to Bond. I'm trying to appreciate you, man. I've been seeing you on panels, and I was like, yeah, one day I want to talk to that brother. Hey, y'all do me a favor though. If y'all hit
What
the
up,
link,
Bond?
man, I'm not in my house right now. I'll just let somebody on the panel know, and they'll let me know y'all there because it's not beeping in my headphones. So if
A word.
anybody had hit the link in the
Oh,
last 5 minutes, my bad. I'm not at my computer.
That a helicopter?
no. Hold on, let me mute.
wait, who got the helicopter with them?
Yeah, who's
Got the
motorboating over
ghetto
there?
birds over here.
All right, get to the
So,
chopper.
I'm about to, I'm about
Arnold.
to, I was
Oh,
about to say if that wasn't a helicopter commander, you farted. Like, hold on.
No,
It was
can you hear it?
yeah. I thought you ripped one. Like, oh shit. I'm fucking
hey,
with you.
I heard a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but originally the ending of Predator was supposed to have Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers, and Arnold Schwarzenegger taking on the Predator together, and one of them didn't want to do it or something. And I don't know. I think that would have been cooler if the two of them had taken it on together. But pushing pencils at the CIA got him a little soft, so they took him out. Nothing.
Damn.
Okay.
It
I
was
didn't
an
know that.
invisible helicopter. Couldn't
Oh,
see it. Word. Missing Mod said that she didn't have a wrench because she came in with an alt account. I don't know if she's just kidding, but
Oh,
that might have been why she didn't have a
oh,
wrench.
oh, okay. Okay, I
Gary,
didn't know. I seen Missing Mile with no rim.
Gary, you in there hearing cats now? He over here talking about he hear purring cats and stuff. What's up, Gary?
The helicopter.
Hey, what is that song? That helicopter song? No, it's true.
Carolina, take your shirt off, spin it above your head like a helicopter.
North
But
Carolina, boy, and raise up, take your shirt off.
raise up.
Yeah, it was like a helicopter. Yeah, that was the shit back in the day.
Yeah, who the hell was that? Was that Flo Rida? No, that
Petey
was.
Pablo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's when I had my six pack, boy. I used to take my shirt off. Yeah.
He said, "What I have my 6 pack." I'm done with word.
All right. When you had the six pack, bro.
Now he's just old, round in the
I got
tummy, can't
that
walk,
dad pack.
half
Oh, I
blind,
can still
with a straw in his head.
move my belly. I can still move it. I still got the muscles in there. I can flex them. Yeah. My shit got muscle under the fat. That's how my chest is. I can
He
still move my
said,
chest.
"Wait a
Yeah.
minute, hold
I
up."
just
He
gotta cut.
said, "I
I just
still
gotta
got
cut.
muscle in my
That'd be
fat."
all right.
You said
Yeah.
six pack. Now you got a keg. Shit, I had a six pack by the
Yo,
age of 6 and a full mustache.
it's like the boy that say he got muscles on top of his muscles.
Yeah, I got
Word
the, I still got
said, "I
muscles
got
under the
muscles
fat.
underneath my fat." Yo, I don't know what you talking about. He said,
Yeah, I
"Wife love
still
this fat. She be rubbing on my belly, making wishes at night."
Ah,
I got
shit.
a I was incline bench pressing 225. That made me feel young again. I'm like, okay, I can
Hell
still
yeah.
do it. I ain't gonna try to go no. I only put it up 3 times and
You had a
almost had a
spotter?
stroke, but nah, I ain't no spotter. It was on a
Damn.
Smith machine though. It was
That's
on a
what
Oh,
Smith machine. So I kind of got assistance from that too. So it was really probably like 190.
you do not want to hit 190. You're like, how tall are you? 6 feet, 6'2"? 200 pounds
I'm
is
right. Dude, no,
not
I'm saying
190.
like with the assistance of the Smith machine, the weight was probably it wasn't like 225. It was probably like 190. Like
Yo,
200, 190 in that area. But
if
nah,
word,
shit, I'm
if word is
250.
six
I'm
feet
250 right now.
or six
I'm
feet two,
250.
I do not want to see him. Listen, 200 pounds is fine. 220, fine. If he hits 190, guys, I'm gonna
I
need him to
used to
cam up so y'all can see
not
why
look.
I'm talking
I
shit.
I weighed 186, but I was still big. Like my shoulders, like I had to wear a size 3 shirt just to go over my shoulders,
I mean, you're big
and I
and
was
tall.
186. Like my muscle is like dipped. My muscle. That's why I say like even now, like if I like you won't even tell I'm flabby or fat unless I take my shirt off. If you see a shirt on me, you gonna be like, damn, he built. I still like my chest is not sagging. My chest don't sag. You can clearly see the cut and the separation in between my pecs,
We
and
can't like
it
it,
don't
Gary.
hang. It's still sitting up. But if you see it under a shirt, like if I take my shirt off, you'll see it's not like as muscular as it used to be. Like my shoulders is still protruding above my neck. Like my back is still huge as hell. Like I didn't lose
Oh,
nothing in my
okay.
back, but my
You
arms
hear
got little. My thighs used to like fucking tree trunks.
Okay.
yeah.
T-Rex.
All right,
You
I'll
hear
tell
this,
you.
Gary? Yo,
I'm just showing some
Besides,
pictures.
hey, besides doing kung fu for cardio, okay, the only lifting I do now is when I wake up. I gotta lift like 5 or 6 bitches off of me, and then
Oh.
I gotta lift them, and then I gotta not wake the other bitches. So it's real hard to lift them
yo,
real slow, and I gotta lift 5, 6, 7 bitches off of me to get out of bed, and I can't wake the 8 or 9 other bitches. So that's my lifting for the day. Every day, gotta roll like that. I had to stop hitting the weights because it was too
That's a
much of a
rough
workout.
life.
Right at the
Sounds
beginning of the day,
tough.
I know. Magic Johnson, he hates me. I beat his record. Shit. Oh no, wait, that's not somebody I should brag about beating his. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet now.
wait, is Magic Johnson that guy that everybody be talking about? He
Uh,
that dude that I don't know. Was he that celebrity that started
No,
hopping on rainbows?
he got
But his
the
son is hopping on rainbows or something like that.
HIV, and he's never died of HIV. He's had HIV since like the early '90s, and he's never died of it because he just, like South Park said, he injects $100,000 into his bloodstream
He's
every.
like he has a son that dresses as a woman,
Oh.
right? Or he's the one that dresses as the woman.
Not that ain't Magic. No.
No, his son, Magic
His
Johnson's
son is the one that, yeah, right. His son
Yeah.
is the one. He
Yeah.
came out in that Housewives or something. I'm not sure which one, but he came out in one of
Yeah,
them.
his son. Yeah, he big as hell too. Like, man, y'all better leave that motherfucker alone. Big ass swing on you.
All right, so I am okay. Y'all is talking about that. All right.
Okay, now that you guys are on this HIV topic, I was watching a documentary. Supposedly, I don't know, it's gone viral on TikTok. Somebody brought it back up, like the story of this little boy. I think it was in the 80s or 90s. And his name is hold on, what's his name? Travis. Travis? Have you guys heard of that story? Did you guys
No.
watch the No? Supposedly it's going around. I would like for Word to maybe interview him because I was literally almost crying watching this little boy suffer in the documentary because he was only like I think 9 years old, and he's alive, guys. He's alive. I looked for his YouTube channel because somebody said something. He has a YouTube channel. I really thought that that little boy was not gonna make it, and he's now in his 30s.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But there are survival stories out there. A lot of survival stories. It's
One of
just
these days I'll post a link
Yeah, you gotta leave the link.
because he got it from his mom. His mom had it too, and he got it I think maybe when he was born.
That's the bull. See?
Oh,
Okay. See, now I know who you're talking about. I knew I wasn't tripping. I just had to
Yeah,
make sure.
let him swing on you. Let that motherfucker swing on you.
Didn't they cure the HIV on that guy over here? The big guy over here? The dad? Magic Johnson, that's what his name is. I didn't know of him until recently, so I apologize.
So there's
Let his ass
HIV
swing on you.
and then there's full blown AIDS, right? So this
Yeah.
documentary was saying that in New York, back in that time, I think 80s or 90s, it was a lot of it going around. You guys heard of that or no?
Oh yeah, it was going around in the gay communities, especially.
Yeah. So does that mean that he was? Wait, is he on the low?
Is he
I
what?
think he is, man. I don't think he is. I think he, is just fucking around with a lot of different women. I mean, you can,
Okay.
see, this the thing too. This the thing, like, men look, this is reality, bro. Like, y'all
Both
women gotta be
ways.
careful.
I gotta
Y'all
ask.
women
I'm
be,
sorry.
listen, no, check this out. Look, man, women, I'm just telling y'all something. Pay attention to this shit. When men like hanging around other men, you know, be cautious because that's how that shit be happening, man. These dudes be sleeping around with dudes and then go sleep around with their women. And then the women start sleeping around, cheating on them because they ain't spending no time and then they
Exactly.
giving it. That's how that shit happen, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like
Oh.
that shit weird to me. Like Black Dynamite, I'm gonna ask you because you a OG, you a throwback man. You rather be around men or women when you're hanging out,
I'd
drinking?
rather be around the women.
You feel me? Like when I say that, people be looking like, "Oh no, bro, man, ain't no bros before hoes." That shit sound weird, bro.
No, you hang with the bros when you need help fixing your house, when you're watching the game or something. But when you want to relax, when you want to unwind, when you want to shoot some pool, when you want to go dancing, when you want to,
Wait, dancing?
He said dancing.
Yeah. I don't want to
man doing
dance with no
shots.
dudes. Yeah. I got to show them my rhythm before I show them my rhythm in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I can't wait.
Wait, okay.
Black Dynamite. Yo, he's really
He
playing
talking
his
about
role.
being with
Are
the
you talking about
women.
guys or girls?
I'm talking about girls. I'm talking about women. Ain't no girls 18 and older. Shit. 25 and older. That way their prefrontal cortex is fully developed and they can fully comprehend the adult decision they're making with me. Black Dynamite in the bedroom.
Yo, he just corrected Commander. He said, "Ho, wait a minute. Let me correct
No,
you, man.
because you
I don't
grouped in
fuck
the
around with no
dancing
little
part with the
girls." But
hanging
Commander,
out with the
listen.
guys,
He
watching
said
the
he
rather hang
game,
out with
playing pool.
No, I'm saying I would rather hang out with the guys for guy stuff, but preferably I would rather spend most of my time with the ladies.
With the
Good
ladies.
answer.
Women.
If we ain't doing guy shit, I don't need to be around them. I'm good.
Damn right.
I'm not motherfuckers be sitting around like, bro, if I'm drinking, I'm not about to sit about around a bunch of dudes drinking.
Hell
No,
no.
because no, man, I want to touch shit after that. So I'm gonna be around some nice soft stuff. I'm good.
Okay,
Let
what
me ask
about?
Yeah.
you.
Go ahead.
What? No, you first, Commander.
Well, no, because I was gonna ask Dynamite. What if you're doing like guy stuff? Do you not want girls there? Like if you're playing pool or watching a football game?
Oh no, I'd rather play pool with the women because that way when they bend down, I can see their cleavage and all them titties up in there.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
So you wouldn't like prefer when you're doing guy stuff, like girls don't be there. Like this is guy stuff.
No, I don't
The
mind
girls
if they
should
there
stay.
as long as they can hang.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
as long as they can
yeah,
help out, they don't get in
yeah.
the way and
That's
shit.
and see that's what I'm saying. Like that's how I am. Like even if we doing some stuff, like my wife, like if like when I was putting up the swing set, my boy came over. My wife like, y'all want something to drink, taking on stuff like that. She ain't in our way. We doing our, we put shit together. We building shit like men supposed to do, and she did her thing. His wife in here with her, they chilling, bringing us out food and drinks and shit. So, I mean, that's how, I mean, shit, a real woman ain't gonna get in the man's way. You know what I'm saying? That's how now immature woman want to be under a man. If I'm fixing on the car, you about to learn this shit. That's why you under me.
Yeah.
I'm doing breaks and you want to sit. I'm teaching you this nonsense. You hear? You gonna learn something, but don't be sitting here distracting me from doing my shit.
Mhm.
Yep. And don't be interrupted by damn kung fu.
I just want to say something. Missing mod, report to HR. Report to HR,
No,
missing mod.
around like nice drunk. Back there. Whoa, you missing my man. I didn't look.
It was going
Look,
down in the
this
chat, y'all.
this no offense, but like somebody was on the panel. Was it Baba when he was like white dudes play? Somebody was on the panel was like white dudes play a little different. And I was like, yeah, like when the right be slapping each other balls and shit. I remember
What?
one time,
Wait, what?
yeah, yeah, they be
Wait,
slapping
I
each
didn't
other
hear that right.
balls and shit.
Me
I
neither.
Like
kill a motherfucker.
I got these white and they got money too, right? They got money. So these motherfuckers used to snort cocaine. Never did it a day in my life. But they used to snort cocaine and then they get high weed, smoke weed, they get all fucked up. And then they start doing a little weird shit. This one dude passed out on the couch. This dude literally, and I'm not joking, like this was a joke. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, hell no, y'all weird. Dude passed out, fell asleep on the couch. Dude put Vaseline on his thumb, pulled his pants down, and stuck his thumb in his butt. Everybody
Oh
laughing. I'm
hell
like,
no.
hell no. I'm like, bro, I would have woke you would have got eliminated that day.
They
You would
gonna
have
get
got
Shit.
off.
eliminated. That ain't you know
Yep.
what we do? We put hot sauce in people's mouths and shit like that. We do
Yo.
or burn. I remember one time I burned a candle. This dude, I didn't like him though, but I burned the candle and put the wax over his lips when he went to sleep. I do shit like that, right?
That's
But I
also a
ain't.
weird word. I'm sorry.
No, he pissed me off, and I kept telling him to shut up. And yeah, so I made sure he couldn't talk when he woke up. That shit was
It,
funny.
it's a cultural thing too across the pond too. I met these cats in this metal band, Asking Alexandria, right? And I'm sitting there hanging out with them. We having drinks and shit, and fucking one of them, I said, "What's the most fucked up thing y'all ever happened to you on the road?" And they said, "Our drummer, he had this, the lead guitarist Ben. He said our drummer, he had this drumstick, and it was real splintery and nasty. And I kept telling that motherfucker, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away." And one night he drank a fifth of tequila in like 30 minutes because he broke up with his longtime high school sweetheart girlfriend or something. And I waited till he was passed out good and drunk, and I spit on the motherfucker and I shoved it up his ass. And the next day he woke
What?
up and he didn't say anything to any of us. He acted like it didn't happen. I said, "Hey, you do that in America?
What the
Somebody gonna
fuck?
fucking kill you.
What
Don't
the
do
Yeah.
that
Okay,
shit in
easy on the
America."
words. Easy on the violence.
I mean,
That's
somebody gonna
assault.
unalive you
Thank you,
if
sir.
you do that in America. My bad, my
What?
bad.
Bro, what? You
Missing
live in
mod
my
is
arm?
wild.
Oh my god, that shit. Okay, so I don't feel bad about the candle thing, bro. If you imagine, I would have been. Oh, I remember one day. This one chick, man, this shit, like this dude was like her boyfriend used to put hands on her, but and she was fine with that. But when she found out he was cheating, we over his house chilling, right? And she was like, "Can I use the lighter?" I'm about to light a a blunt. And when he had a Zippo, and when we sitting on the couch playing the game, right? He in the middle of I'm on the end, my other boy on the end, he in the middle. He took the lighter and put the cigarette to her mouth, pulled her hand from behind her back, doused him with fucking alcohol, and threw the lighter at her. I jumped
Oh,
up like, "Oh shit! Like you cheating on me?" I'm looking like, "Oh shit, bro!" Like, yeah,
damn.
Her said like, yeah.
Was she white or black?
he was black.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
she was black.
Hell hath
Hers
no
was
fury
probably
like a sister scorned.
See,
Yeah,
all women, all scorn women.
he he took that shit. She took the whoopings that he gave her, but oh, you cheating on me? And you whooping my ass? Your ass gonna be on fire.
Well,
Oh,
again,
He ain't get burned bad or nothing. He ain't
all
get
women
fucked
have
up.
the potential
he's lucky
to
he
Oh
do
didn't
shit.
something
He
roast.
crazy.
He's lucky he didn't roast like a Thanksgiving turkey. Shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
she threw it more like on his lap and stuff. He jumped up, took his pants off, and took his shirt off. And if it was like gasoline or kerosene or something like that, he would have been fucked. But alcohol it'll have a fire, but it's not hard to put alcohol fire.
It'll burn off quicker.
Yeah, it'll
Shit.
burn off quicker. It evaporate quicker, so
He's
it
lucky she
burn
didn't
off quicker.
Molotov cocktail his ass.
Yeah,
And wait, let me guess. No police were involved.
No
nope.
policías.
Nobody
No,
called the
but she
police.
did leave him. She left him. She left him after that.
Shit, yeah.
Man,
Yeah, I
if she
bet.
didn't leave him, I would leave her.
Oh, damn.
I
You know
wouldn't stick
what?
around with a
If it
girl like
was
that.
if it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have been what he was. So when she left, he kind of wasn't fit after that.
Mm,
Damn.
that's what probably hurt the most for her.
And I think with the fights, like she was feisty too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like even the fights they had, he a whooper, but she a lot of times she started the fight. So I think that's why she stayed. It wasn't like he was just like abused. They had an abusive ass relationship because sometimes she fucked him up. I remember she slapped him with a coffee mug and his shit split, and we had to take him to the
Dang.
hospital. Like, god
Okay.
damn. So
Missing
if you see her with a black eye or something, we be like, yeah, they was fighting. And he have a busted lip. Like she'd get her licks in too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just still to me like a man beating on a woman.
toxic.
Like, yeah, but it'd be
Missing
some
Mon.
women who, my bad.
Sorry. No, go ahead. There's some women that what?
There's
Beat
some
on them.
women. I mean, they just as well as they take it, they give it too, man. I mean, just
Hmm.
being honest. And there's some women who put themselves in positions for that shit to happen, man. Like, I mean, I
Sometimes
don't.
they
I
start
tell
it
my
first,
sisters,
right?
and I tell my sisters, never challenge a man. Don't do that shit. Don't
Yeah.
challenge. Never challenge a man, especially a man's manhood. Don't ever do that shit
Don't
because
open that
men,
door.
we are combative, right? And normally, this is the thing. Men only really truly bow down to other men who they know they can't beat. But if they think they got a chance, they go fight. That's just how we are. So very rarely do you see a man who is getting, I don't want to say bullied, but challenged from a lower tier man that ain't gonna fuck him up. So like I'm not trying to say women are below men, but in strength, you are. The average woman is not stronger than the average man. So it's like you physically challenging someone. Like that's not a good idea because
Yeah.
all men ain't conscious enough, or I say mature enough to be like, this is a woman. Like I didn't been slapped up. I remember one time this girl she just started. He he was cheating on me. I found out she got mad at me and I broke it off, and now she want to whoop my ass. So man, I slammed the shit out of her. She jumped up and kept coming. She went and got a pan. I'm like, oh shit, are you like, man? She told my face, man. She told my face up. But what pissed me off is when she scratched my face, and I just picked her up and slammed her. And I'm thinking that's the end of it, man. She got up and went and got that pan. She hit me about 3 times, and I got the fuck
Oh
on.
no.
Yeah,
I
get the
went
hell out of there.
home. Man, when I went home, my mama looked at me. She's like, "What the fuck happened to you?" And I told her, and she was like, "Oh hell no!" And at the time, I was 17. She was 22. My mom went around the corner. She stayed in a two-family flat. Went around the corner, knocked on the door. When she came to the door, man, my mama got the whooping on that girl ass so bad. And she told me when she came, I'm trying to get my mama off of her out of the house. And my mama looked at me. She said, if a bitch ever put themselves in a man place, you put their ass back. Don't let no females hit on you like this. And I'm looking like, and I still don't, do that. But my mama told me that
Shout
shit.
out to
Like,
Mama.
don't let no, like she said, you got the right to defend yourself now. She want to act like a man. You treat her like a damn man. But she went over there and whooped that girl out.
Mama handled
So,
it.
do you believe
My
that?
mom-
Do you believe that a man that's like my size can sit here and fight back an Amazonian woman?
Hell no. No, man, look, it was this chick I used to work with. She was like sick. I think she had to be at least 6'4", right?
Shit.
And she was like 300 pounds. She hit me in my back. And at this time I'm fit. Okay, I'm probably like 225 solid. Man, she hit me in my back. I took like 3 steps forward. I turned around and said, if you ever hit me like that again, I promise you I'm gonna fight you like you Superman. I'm gonna beat your ass. You ever hit me like you big ass motherfucker. Like you move me. Like, no, that shit ain't. And she used to try to pick me up. Like, man, get the fuck off me. What's so wrong with you?
Get the fuck off me. Yeah, you know
No,
what it
man, you ain't about
reminds
to
me
pick
of?
me up like I'm some little motherfucker. Like, no, but
Yo.
your ass 300 pounds. And like she did CrossFit too. So it wasn't like she was
Oh
like
shit.
like some 300-pound, regular woman walking around. No, she doing CrossFit. Motherfucker
I
bench
love
pressing the
CrossFit.
same thing I'm bench pressing. Like, hell no.
I asked because when I was younger, I was just hoping that you've seen, or heard or know of different stories other than the one that I know. Because, when I was younger,
Oh
my
shit.
sister has an uncle, right? And he's my size, probably a little smaller than me. But his wife at the time, she was like 6'5", 300 and some change, almost 400 pounds, right? And I remember that the one time he tried to hit her back, yo, she shucked him across. He flew. That was the first time I ever seen
Man.
somebody fly across a room. Like I'm sitting here, like, yo, people could fly for real. Like I never knew people could fly till that day. Like she threw him across that room, and I'm sitting here like, wow.
Man, check this out. I seen this shit. He was probably about 5'10". I think Keisha was like 5'10". She was well over 300 pounds. She was a big girl. She dated this dude. He's probably like maybe 180. I remember he pissed her off and they was fighting and he kept hitting and running. She grabbed his ass and when she grabbed a hold, she sat on him and just started slapping the shit out. He couldn't do a goddamn thing.
He said he
I'm not thinking
Rashida.
like I'm literally not thinking like she's punching him because like that shit was funny. Like you see this, he hit her and running and trying to, and she grabbed him and she literally slammed him down and sat on him. And he was like, she hit him probably about we cracking the fuck up. And she mad as hell. You know, when women mad, they don't give a fuck. And
No.
he was literally like, I can't breathe. She killing me. And we like, oh shit, we had to push her off of him. This motherfucker was like, he was light skinned,
Wow.
real light skinned. This motherfucker started turning like it wasn't blue, but his face got real red, like he couldn't breathe for real. And I had to think like shit, big girl sitting on his chest. Like, oh shit, we had to push, like I ran and pushed her, my boy grabbing her. Are you gonna kill him? Like, but that shit was fun. She grabbed his ass and slammed him down with one hand. He was hitting her. He was punching her. She was taking that shit. And when she got that one hand on him, he slung him on the ground and sat on his ass and was just slapping him in the face. His arms was pent under, and the shit was funny as fuck. But then when he was like, I can't breathe. She killing me. Like he was barely, and I'm like, oh shit, like she gonna kill him for real. And she mad as hell, just welling at him.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. Yeah, Big Keisha, you don't play with Big K, man.
She needs to join
Fuck that,
WWE.
man. I remember one time she punched me in the back, and I'm like, man, you better start playing for me. I ain't gonna even try to punch you. I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, you got
Worship.
me. You gonna catch some knees and elbows. I'm gonna penetrate that back. You hit me.
Hey,
Think I'm playing,
he said big girls ain't no joke.
man. I'm
Sounds
gonna
like
do a flying knee.
she sounds like she could be as tough as that trans woman, Rita Ripley. in the WWE.
Wait, that's not a trans woman. Rhea Ripley, is it?
What?
Rhea Ripley is not a trans.
No.
Rhea
My
Ripley
bad.
is not a trans.
Oh, my bad. You sure?
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. They got, she got baby pictures.
There is a
Oh.
trans woman though, right? In I can't remember who it is, but there is one.
I want to do the
Who was
Crocodile
that?
Dundee on Rita Ripley
Was
and
that?
grab that shit and see what's there.
Hey, what? Wait, he just pulled the Trump on us right now. He said he want to grab something.
No. I'm saying. You remember
Oh,
in Crocodile Dundee where there's the trans woman in the party and Crocodile Dundee just grabs it just to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure. But I mean that would be sexual assault. But so I'm not
Trump
gonna
said
do that. But I'm just saying it just yeah. All right. Anyway,
he's like, wait, what did I just get myself into?
I just want to do the test. I want to test for the twig and berries. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I
man.
can't. Yo, he made that funny.
Rhea
Like you
Ripley.
can't even get mad at that. Like he was funny as shit with that.
Hey,
I didn't notice that until I was like older. I didn't
oh,
even notice that.
in
Yeah,
Crocodile
Crocodile
What?
Dundee.
Dundee. And like into
Yep.
my 30s, and then I watched it again. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know
Yep.
that.
He was
Oh yeah, I
checking for
just
the twig and
wanted it.
berries.
Oh, that's a real story?
Yeah, watch
Yeah,
You ain't
Crocodile
never
real
seen the
movie
Dundee.
movie
too.
Crocodile Dundee?
But I haven't
Yeah.
seen that
No.
movie. I haven't seen that movie since I was a little girl. That's why I was like,
Oh,
y'all just
That's what I'm
watch it
saying. Like when
again.
I watched it as a little kid, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
But when
same
I got
here.
older, I was like, oh shit, I'm like, that was
now I
I
gotta go
thought it was
find
a
it.
show.
No, it's a
He had a
no,
movie.
it's a
show too.
movie.
Then
They
they
It's
have
got
a
two
one,
show too.
movies.
two. Yeah, it's two,
I,
one and
I
two.
think they had a show too, if
It's
I'm
a
not mistaken. Like a
it's
little
Uh,
a third.
documentary series.
yeah,
He
it
was
was like a
in it
reality
too.
show.
He was
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. Paul Hogan. Yeah, Australia's #1 export. Paul Hogan.
Like I know he did a little series. I remember that when I was like a teenager. That was before
Yeah,
he passed away or something like that.
yeah. And then we met the real Crocodile Dundee, and it was Steve Irwin, that crazy motherfucker.
Oh, that was the real one? Oh shit.
What?
See, I know it was something to it. I remember
Yeah.
some controversy behind this shit when I was young. I'm
Well,
just
yeah.
older now. And you're the first person that has bought this up since I was like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah. I'm
I
real like
forgot
that.
it. Damn.
Hey, I don't mean to throw this Crocodile Dundee hand grenade in the room and then leave, but my phone's about to die. I gotta bounce, y'all. The ladies are making a spot for me on the bed, so I gotta get up in there.
See.
Aw, you're
Appreciate you,
leaving.
bro.
Thank you for
All
having
Appreciate
me,
you,
right, take
y'all.
bro.
it easy.
You know you're always welcome, bro. You're always welcome.
All right, y'all have a great stream. Much love. Have a great night.
All right, much
You
love.
too, brother.
Same to
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Gary. Yep. He
Gary,
wanna
you're up.
he wanna put your girl to the test, Rhea Ripley. Shout out to Black Dynamite. Yo.
Hey, Black Dynamite deep as hell too. He knows some like we ain't talking about some spiritual shit. We talk about some historical shit. Yeah, he deep as hell too. Like he come on here, he got his spits, but that brother is
His
smart as fuck.
persona.
He
Yeah, he
is.
got his persona, but that dude's smarter. I mean, like when he was talking about, we was talking about like ancient civilizations and shit, and I'm like, oh, he was saying shit I had to look up, and I'm looking like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. He went MIA on us, yo.
I
Yeah,
know
but
for
shout
like
out to Black Dynamite.
We're gonna
a
see
couple
him back in
months.
like 6 months.
It's been at least a couple months.
You know what it is that he's traveling back into the past. He's diving down that rabbit hole trying to see if dinosaurs were actually dragons and dragons were dinosaurs, right? He's trying to see if what's her name, Cleopatra. Cleopatra existed around the time that who was it? I forgot which president, right?
What? Wasn't no president since time Cleopatra was alive.
There was a whole trend going around, right, where they was trying to connect the timelines and shit. But it's crazy if you dive down that rabbit hole, you'll be shocked. I was cracking the fuck up at it too, and I almost got lost in it. Then I had to come back to reality. Like, Ray, wake up, Ray, wake up.
And see, this like for me, bro, it's so much fun. Like I keep hearing people say we only use 10% of our brains. I'm looking like y'all know that shit came from a movie, and people really believe that shit. I'll be like, nah, bro. we only use 10% of neurological parts at one time, and that's rare that people only use 10% at one time. That's the neurological. That means the synapses are fired in one specific neurological path at 10% because you have so much brain activity going on. So you're not limited to how much of your brain. People generally use subconsciously 50% of their brain. Not even using the shit consciously, your brain is doing this. So I mean, like when people say shit, it's like a lot of that shit. I mean, if people can be charismatic and sound convincing and appeal to a certain desire, almost anything is believed. But is that's why I say being a practitioner, practicing shit, really immersing yourself in whatever particular thing you want to know is important because if you don't, it'd be easily misled.
So
But
how much
if
of our
that's
brain do
what
we use in an
I think
average
the
day?
average person use like 68% of their brain
Mm.
at one time.
How much do
You
you
got
think
to
you're
think about
using?
probably about 80.
How about you, Ryder?
I laugh because I'm like, yo, watch him say some fly shit like my baby pops.
I'm using maybe 40,
Nah, you use at least 50 without even trying.
especially like at this hour.
I don't know.
Without
See,
even
because
trying to use about 50% of your brain.
I was told to compare my life, right, to some time and point in history, right? And I said, well, then I'm Eve. I ate the apple and I got the knowledge too early. So I think I use all of it. Maybe like 80, 90% like where it's at. And I pretended
Oh
to tell
snap!
the other 20%. People just don't know it.
But
I'm
it's
like, wait,
kind of
I
like
don't know
a
what you're
curse
talking about.
too. Like somebody having like, I don't know, the need for a lot of knowledge and like their brain always working, like overthinking.
No.
Overthinking is actually, I don't know why people think over, you know what? I don't know why is overthinking bad?
I don't know.
Because some people like they get stressed out when they're overthinking because they're just overthinking
Well, I,
scenarios too much.
I think people, uh, I think they focus thinking on the wrong aspect of things. I don't think overthinking is bad. Overthinking is more like looking at multiple options. But when you ruminate on something, I don't think that's overthinking. You focus on something. That's when people get anxiety. So even if I think about one scenario, I'm thinking about, well, if I think about a scenario, I'm literally thinking about 20, 30 different circumstances or uh, variables within that scenario. So that's overthinking. But if I'm just thinking how bad something is, that's ruminating. That's focused thought. You focusing on something negative. That's not overthinking.
Hmm.
I don't know. I tend to overthink. Like like I said, if I have too many options, like it's hard for me to choose because then I'm overthinking all the options.
That's indecisiveness. So we have to look at what's the byproduct of your overthinking, if it's beneficial or not. Because like even when I overthink, it gives me clarity. It gives me a calmness. I feel more prepared. I think it's the way people
Mm.
look at things or perceive it. If I'm thinking about it and like it's giving me anxiety, or then like when you practice something for so long, it becomes innate. Anytime I feel bad about something, I step back and identify why I'm feeling bad about it. I just naturally do it now. I used to have to consciously do it, but it happens subconsciously now. If I have a negative thought, I'm like, damn, why am I thinking that? And then I start exploring, okay, this is why. So let me fix this. You know what I'm saying? Like if something happened, like when my wife be anytime something fuck up in the house, she'd be like, oh my God, this, and I'd be like, chill out, man. I'm like, okay, shit, I know I got my budget for the month. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this, do this. Okay, I got it. Don't worry about it. I figure out 7 different ways to fix the problem. And then if A don't work, I go straight to B. If B don't work, I go straight to C.
Right.
If C don't
Yeah,
work,
that
I go
makes sense.
straight. So that's what overthinking does for me. It gives me like a calmness, right? I get more clarity. And then if I can't fix the problem, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll find somebody to fix it. I don't. That's why I don't stress about shit.
I'm just talking about like a menu of like at a restaurant or like too many food options, and then I'm like, I don't know which one to pick, and then I just either I take too long or I just have to hurry up and pick something. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one,
You,
or just go with the
you,
one I've had already before. Like,
you know how bad I am, Commander. When my wife say I want to go to a restaurant, I look at the menu before I get there.
yeah,
When I
I
get
like to
there,
do that
I already
too.
know what I want.
Mhm.
I
Or
already know
like
what I'm
if I
eating
could
when
do
I
it
get
before,
there.
I'll do it before. Or if we're
Yeah.
there and we have to wait, then I want the menu so I can have some time.
I mean, that's how you do it. That's that part.
Yeah,
But I'm
it's
down to
like
try new stuff.
I hear a beep. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Who's coming?
Someone's coming off the mic.
Rudy.
What up, Rudy?
Oh, oh, that's somebody. I was like, wait, what is? I'm like, who's Rudy?
Who's gloating?
Yo,
It's a
Slipped
black
into the
screen.
darkness.
It's a black screen. What up, though, Rudy?
Oh, hi, I'm getting ready for bedtime. How's everything going?
It's
That's
going.
what's up. It's going.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
going.
going to upload some videos because I'm still in the challenge with the source.
You got a challenge? You have to upload how many videos?
Oh, it's a 100-day project.
So every day one video?
Yes.
That's cool. That's a cool challenge.
Yeah, you want to know his handle?
I think you put it in the chat yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah. Why, do you want me to count right now?
No.
Ah, that's okay. That's okay. I think you blessed us yesterday with it. You and Commander.
What is that a picture of? You could see the picture. What is that? Is that a peacock?
In the background?
Yes. No, on
It's
my
like
picture.
it's like nerves. It's like you know how nerves go through your body? It's similar to that.
Yes. Is this jersey female or male?
It's who? Oh.
It's
Oh
unisex.
no, you just go it's unisex.
You know what?
What kind
He should have like you know how people have games like trivia games on their channels. You should probably do
of
something like that, Rudy.
Yeah, I do. You'll see, Commander. ¿Usted
I've never
juega,
been to your
sabes,
channel.
de la Lotería Mexicana?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. La loteria.
Which Lotería game do you have?
The one with the La Dama, El Catrín, El Nopal,
Oh, okay. You don't have the one where it has El Moro, la Cobra.
La Sirena. I don't know if it has La Cobra.
No, no,
Have you guys
la
played
Ardilla.
that game before?
I don't know what
Probably
y'all talking about, man.
Riders probably has. There's a game that's called La Loteria. It's kind of like bingo.
Yeah, that's how I play bingo. I you should see all my Loteria games I made, Loteria fictional plays I made. Some of them are from Dee Dee's Speed Shop, some of them are from Facts of Life, some of them is from the Lemon Sisters. I have some of them that are from who else can I oh yeah, some of them are from Flying Sparks Garage.
It's a game that like I don't
I
know
thought
about
bingo was bingo.
for Rudy, but like in my family we'll play that like sometimes in like during holidays, and then we use beans. Like it's bingo, but instead of like marking it with we use beans. We put beans on top
Oh
of them.
I
yeah,
think I
or you
played
can
that
use
before.
chips.
Yeah.
Those board.
And we put money in the pot. Everybody put some money in the pot.
Yeah, I played that before. My
Cool.
I didn't know what it was called. My sister, she like and they like when she found out she was part Cuban, she like really indulged in like Spanish culture. So it
Mm,
was different. Like she speaks the language fluently now. The doctor, um,
mm.
so she speaks the language fluently now. But she had brought that. It's like a bingo game where you use these beans, and she used to have to say the number in Spanish and English, so we didn't know what the hell she was talking about.
Hey, Word,
Down.
whatever happened to interviewing people? I think
I
we
have
only did one
nobody.
interview.
I have nobody to interview. I can
You
interview
haven't
Gary.
asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Um,
Can
haven't
you
hit
give me a
anybody up?
blue wrench?
well, it's I don't give everyone blue wrenches. Is people who who really mod and come through the panel a lot and help me out because uh yeah I just don't give everybody blue wrenches. But it's like either people who've been here with me for a long time or people who actually mod.
Rudy, have you modded before? Do you have like wrenches other places and you've modded?
I do get wrenches in babaeng pinapalas.
Do you ever like delete people's comments, like if it's a troll or someone rude, or have you ever done that?
No, I haven't done that yet, but but one thing I wanted to say is that have you ever yeah, we were talking about horses yesterday, and I wanted to learn more about how do hooded figures get on horses,
They just jump on
and where do hooded
one leg
figures
at a
ride
time,
to, and where do they ride to?
wherever they want, wherever it's legal. Like
Like
where
we're
I live,
talking.
there's places that's legal to ride your horse around town, and there's places you can't.
No, I was referring to medieval times or back
Oh,
in
I don't know.
fantasy
I'm not that
times.
old.
We're talking
None of us
about
are that old.
no, but you seen books and everything.
Not me. I don't know. Writer's word. Do you guys know about medieval times?
Uh, I mean, I assume they rode to their destination. You know,
Like the Renaissance.
that's the best answer I can give. I mean, I don't know a horse stable or I mean,
Well, the word's gone to, was it Renaissance fairs? Where is it that your wife
yeah,
has went
yeah,
to?
we go to Renaissance Festival. I wish I could show y'all the pictures on my phone.
And
Um,
we are talking about when we were saying that why do lots of people in the battlefield ride horses?
man, I ain't even got them pictures on this phone. I miss my bird. I had a um, what is the damn bird called? Uh, African ringneck. It was a parrot. Man, I miss that bird. But when we had my son, for some reason they didn't like my son, and it kept. I think because the bird, birds. I forgot what they call the process, but they latch on to one person basically, and it was me. And when my wife held my son, the bird didn't care. But if I was holding my son, oh, the bird didn't like that. And he used to come over and fuck with my son, like peck at him and shit. So we had to
Oh
get rid
no.
of the bird. Yeah. And she was even like sometimes like when my wife laid on me, the bird didn't like the bird to come over there
What? How big was the bird?
and
Like the size of
it was
two hands? One hand?
one hand. It was
There you
one.
could see now.
He fed him. He wasn't that big. He was probably like big as no, it's way bigger than a cockatiel. But
What is the what is that word that says
but my
HYAH?
my but my wife and them had an African gray. Now them birds get big as hell. They had an African gray, and that bird did not like me, but it loved her mama. It loved her mama. That bird would not fuck with me. But it was old. It was like 13 years old when I met her, or 8 years old. And then when we sold it, I think she was like 13 years old.
Oh wow, that's a number that makes me think about. The next number after 10 is what the word?
11.
Oh yeah, that's what it makes me think because 13 makes you think of 11 because I'm from Houston and I get those channels.
Man, y'all got me
And
looking at my son's
so
baby pictures, man.
what is this word said? HYAH. What is that?
Oh,
I
word
got it.
can't see very well.
Oh yeah, I can't see very well.
Oh, it's like
Oh,
hiya, hiya, like when you when you tell right when you're talking to the horse, hiya, hiya.
Yeah, why do they say that a lot? What does that mean?
It probably means like, come on, let's go, come on, faster, faster.
Why are they saying that? So that what happens if they don't
It's like
say
they're
hey?
communicating. They're communicating with the horse.
And where are they
You know,
riding the
like
horse
sometimes
during a battle?
I didn't hear what you said.
During a battle, where are they riding the horses to?
To the battle, to the battlefield.
Oh yeah.
to their
And are these
destination.
women riding horses?
I didn't hear that last statement.
Yeah. Are the horses in the battlefield ridden by women?
I don't think so. Back in the day, there weren't many women on the battlefield back in the day
Hmm. Why is that?
because they didn't believe women should go to war. Just men.
But how? But when did women would ride horses back in the day? Back in the years?
Well, women rode horses back then to travel just like men did. You know, for general like we travel in cars today. They used to travel by horseback back then.
There's this lady with this YouTube channel, and she's got this video that just plays over and over again. But I don't think it's a horse. I think it's a donkey. And she in the video, she's just like the donkey has two big like barrels, one barrel on each side, and she's just like filling up the barrels with water from like a stream, a little lake. And it's just a recurring video. I usually watch it for like a little bit.
Okay, man,
Some
I'm looking
some of
at.
those channels get a lot of views.
I can't even remember my son being this small. Like he my daughter's size now. Like when I got
Your
my
son's only
dog,
like 4, right?
he's 5. But I'm looking at him, and when my dog was a puppy, man, this shit looked crazy.
Wow, 5, 4. What month is your birthday?
My birthday in April, but my son is the size of a 7-year-old. Like when we just went to the doctor, the doctor was like, "Yeah, he's how old is he? 7?" Like, no, he's 5. She was like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so you had
he's
a birthday to
older
word, so
than
I
normal."
should have. I didn't make you a video. Where are you, a Taurus or an Aries?
Yes, sir. Nah, I'm a bull.
Taurus.
Big bulls in the house. Yep, big bull. Big bull.
So you're from the April 20 something, like
My birthday the
27 or
25th.
something like that.
Nah, my birthday the 25th. April 25th. Big bull.
Yeah, my birthday is August 8th. I'm a 35-year-old man.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Missing Mon. She's
I remember
So
when
are
I was
you older or
35.
younger than me?
chicks
I'm
had boobs
older.
back then.
Mhm. I'm older. I'm 41.
Oh, 41. You're like Nana. Nana Sly from, or Mary Bruni from Mary from Lady Sky. Oh, wow.
Riders got quiet again.
We already on the 16th, and you want to see this book? I'd like. Am I allowed to mail stuff? Or no? You don't have no mail mailing address, no, right?
No, I ain't got no PO box on her.
But if I want to send something to Dee Dee's Speed Shop,
Yeah, I usually send it to my another. I got another address. I have like most of my packages are mailable.
so what book do you see?
I don't get too much stuff sent to my home.
Can you see the book?
Oh, I'm not even by my computer right now. Give me one second.
No,
I
somebody
moved a
else.
lot.
I'm
Yeah,
saying Commanders. You could see the book.
Oh, the book? Yeah, I see it.
man, I ain't got no more honey mustard sauce. What?
It's
It's
called
like two girls and a
Chicago.
guy in the middle.
Oh, I'm so sad right now.
What was the
I'm
guy's
literally
name
sad.
from Chicago that was a mobster? Al Capone. Al Capone.
Uh,
Isn't
Capone.
he? Wasn't he from Chicago?
Capone.
Yeah.
Can you see the socks?
So this so.
Can you see the socks?
But why are you sad? The word.
Yeah, honey mustard sauce.
Can you see the
You
socks,
don't have
Commander?
honey mustard sauce? Yeah, I see it.
I know.
Are they colored black or brown?
I think it's black or brown. It looks like brown.
I got
Oh,
some
okay.
seafood
Do you want to?
fries.
Do you still want me to make you the birthday video world the word?
Oh no, that's okay, bro. It's okay.
Mhm.
Once you hit 40, bro, you realize you're getting more older, so you don't even be thinking about birthdays anymore.
Yeah, because I could
The
I could
word. The
Mm-hmm.
word.
The war.
The word.
The war. I'm like, how the fuck you don't know how to say words? Like, it's some shit, bro. I'd be like, you just don't know until you know. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some shit in life. I'll be like, God, damn, how you took that? What is
and
a
The
yeah,
woolly man
word.
mouth? What is a
Hey,
why
I,
woolly
would
man
you?
mouth?
so I voted on I voted right the poll, but I
Mhm.
saw a writer's comment saying that we've been waiting for a minute for these videos. These wild, what is it? Wild wicked
Wild, weird, and
videos.
wicked.
Yep.
That's why I was sitting like, well, this is what the people want. I meant to post it
What was
last
the
night.
end vote?
I
Who
only
did it
seen
vote?
7 votes. I
And they were
seen when I
all
last time.
was it
Yeah, all
100%?
no. It looked like one person because it was 84% to 13%, and out of 7 votes, that I think is 1 to 6. I think the ratio would be 1 to 6.
So one
Wow.
person voted for the videos.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably writers.
You wanted to open topics?
I did open topic.
And the world the word says 59, 59.
But I thought you might play videos because I saw writers comment. I was like, oh, he's probably gonna play videos. And do open topic.
I can't.
Let's make the word. You could quote 59,
The
the word.
word. So why do you like numbers so much, Rudy?
Well,
I
because I
assume you
like
like
to
numbers.
add it or subtract a quarter from the number.
But why do you like numbers?
Well, because of television stations.
That's where you started liking numbers?
Yes, and then because of the precedents.
Do you like memorizing numbers?
Yes.
So like everywhere you see numbers?
Hmm. I'm interested now. Hey, Missing Mom, she said August 8th or August 7th. I'm interested in her life path number now. I don't think she in for that though.
What's your life path number, Missing Bond? Do you know what that is? You can look it up and do it yourself. Add up your birthday, your date of birth.
Yeah, just give me the N number. You ain't got to give me the year, but add up 8, what, 8 plus 7, and then add up the year you was born. Like, I give you an example. I was born in 1984. So I
We
would
have
add
another Leo.
1 plus the 9 plus the 8 plus the 4. So the year you was born, add every individual number. Oh,
She gave you the number.
what I'm about to do. I'm interested in Missing my life.
But we have another Leo. Yo, shout out to Miss Ma. Yo, see another Leo in the house.
I can't believe she put her date of birth. You guys are wild.
He's a real person.
I know, but I ain't giving y'all real
You can,
information.
you can, you can
I'm
erase it.
putting that out on the internet. On
You
the
hear me, man?
interweb.
Oh, I can do it. Cause I got it now.
Wait, what?
I will make
Let's
the word
see.
born in 59 and 59 and we
See your life path too. Yeah, because August is the eighth month, right? And then she said the 7th. And you are a life path too. You embody duality. This is where we need to. Your life path number is a vibration of duality and division, of truth and learning. Those with life path number twos tend to be sensitive, intuitive, reserved, and a little on the shy side. You are likely more drawn to quiet and relaxing atmospheres and try to avoid conflict in any situation because of your perception and tactfulness nature. You are good at finding a balance and peaceful resolutions in conflict. Be wary of overly sensitive and touchy to the world and the people around you. That's where the empaths start out in life path too.
So which are the standalone numbers? The 11 is 1 plus 1 is 2, but which ones are the ones that don't change?
Oh man,
33, 22, and 11.
Commander was. Did Commander say
Master,
11? She has to say 13.
yeah, master numbers don't change. 11, 22, and 33. Master numbers don't change.
So then so 11 is a master number?
Yeah.
Oh, but that would have been if it was like 11 would have been because
Oh,
hers
Commander.
is 2 plus 9 is 11, right?
Hey, Commander, how much is 7 plus 6?
You got the
7.
8, then you got the
Oh, yeah.
7, and then you got 1985 add up to 23.
Oh, I
Commander?
think I skipped the I skipped the
I don't
1, the
know
9 I
how they
just said.
did that.
Commander. Can you add 7 plus 6, Commander?
Yeah, it's 13.
How much is 10 plus 3?
Oh, let me use another one.
13.
Okay, how much is 30 plus 8?
38.
Minus 2?
36.
Oh, okay, good. So let's see. Do you have channel 13 where you live in?
Um, I don't know.
Yeah, because you said 11 makes you think of 13 because of CBS and ABC
Maybe.
of Houston. And you remember Marvin Zimler, Eyewitness News.
So, word is she a life path too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
okay.
just used two different calculators and it say two, but
Hey, the word.
I don't
Can
like
you
how
say
they
59,
calculate
the
it.
word?
I don't like how
Life
they
path 2, that's
calculate
cool.
it.
What is that?
They turn. Hold on, let me see something.
Can the word say 4459?
No, I'm sorry.
Because I drive on Highway 59 in Houston. Yeah,
See,
42759.
because if I use a calculator and do it, I'm getting 11 for it, like eight. 8 plus.
5759, the word meant.
19.
Well,
Yeah, I'm getting an 11 when I do it by a calculator. Because when I look at the life path, the way they reduce the number, they turned 1985 into 23 and turned the 23 into a 5 and then added 8 plus 7 plus 5. But I never do it like that. I had it all the way up to the top number and then reduce it. So 38 would be 3 and 8. That'd be 11. So I don't know,
So,
but
I
every
was right
time
without
I use,
knowing I was right. I was
yeah,
right doing it wrong.
that's how, no, that's how I always do it. But I just
then,
use, let me use another one.
hey, the word, what time is
The
it?
calculator. It is 3:36.
Good. Yeah, the
I
word. Can you say
don't.
59?
Can I say 59?
Yeah, if I'm going to make you born 59.
He just said it.
I just said it. I was
Thank
about
you
to
so
say it
much.
before you did.
Yeah, because I'm going to make you really, really old. And I am going to make myself older.
And every time I use the life, I use three different ones, and they keep reducing 1985 into 5. I don't like. I don't like that. I don't.
Rudy said
What?
he's an old man. Did you say
You
old man?
know,
I'm going to make me myself old. Like I'm going to make her, I could make Maud born in the year 60.
But
But in
Rudy, do you feel
reality,
old?
well, yes, I do feel old. I want to pass, because I don't want to be missing everything that I have that aired so many years. But I happen to see them that if I make the mod be born in 60, then that means that that's the year the date of birth that Kathleen George is born in. My father was born in that year 60, July the 7th to be exact.
I just noticed Rudy's asking the word questions in the chat. How much
really?
is 3 dozen? How much is 3 dozen? I feel like
Oh,
that's a trick question though.
you talk about how much
Was
for 3 dozen
born
was
in
one,
June. My
or
father's born in June. My father's.
How much is 3 dozen? 12 times 3.
maybe 36.
3
Yeah.
dozens. How much is 3 dozens? It's 3 because it's 3 dozens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it a baker's dozen?
Mm. What is a baker's dozen?
13.
Mm. I said. And do you like to view babaeng pinapala?
¿Qué es eso? That sounds
Oh, it's a
Filipino.
YouTuber.
Wait, say the name again?
Babaeng pinapala.
No, I never heard of it.
Do you get this network?
The Peacock Network?
Yes, the NBC.
I think so.
Yeah, I know where the word gets that network. His would be Channel 4 if he's in Michigan.
I don't really watch TV, so I don't know. Like, I have all the channels, but I don't know all the networks,
I got a
like the
wrong.
numbers to the network channel.
I ain't got no channel. I got straight apps.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. Like I do, but not like rarely.
I got Amazon Prime and whatever network or station I need. I just buy the app off of there.
Yeah.
But you have heard of the song called Big Pineapple? Come sit on my pineapple. I got a
That's
No,
big
thank you.
SpongeBob.
pineapple for my
No, thank you.
lover.
Come sit on my pineapple. No.
Dun 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 dun. I could sing a song, The Big Pineapple.
I wonder if Leticia, I don't know if she's still listening, but I seen a post she made
Who?
and Leticia, and it was interesting because like I've been like on TikTok, I be scrolling through TikTok sometimes, and they was talking about black fatigue, and I'm like, I don't think that's what that means. And it was interesting because she put an actual definition of what black fatigue is. And I'm like, okay, I thought that's
Black
what I thought it
fatigue?
meant. Yeah, like when people
That
are
means you're
being
tired of all the bullshit?
but it's not like you tired of black people. You tired of like systematic racism. You tired of
Yeah.
oppression.
Yeah.
But what people are turning it into is you're tired of being around black people.
Or you're
Like
tired of
black
being
people are
black.
getting yeah. No,
You're
it's
tired
more
for
like
being black.
that's what black fatigue is. It's like you fatigue from the experience that being black comes with. Oh, don't
Don't
play
play
no music,
music. Don't
bro.
play music, Rudy. Rudy, la 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 la. Um, yeah, it means that someone's tired of dealing with the stuff that comes with being black.
Yeah, but the way people using it now is like they tired of being around black people.
Hmm. Someone can. There's people that are tired. They could turn it into anything, right?
Mhm. Being gay from being happy to being same sex. So
No, people are gonna start turning like white fatigue. Like they're gonna start doing all kinds of fatigues. I'm YouTube fatigued. Okay.
I can see that social media fatigue.
Fatigue.
So yesterday somebody was saying, well, I don't want to say who, but they were saying that that Black Lives Matter, that part of their mission statement or part of what they believe in is not the nuclear family. Like that black families can be like a tribe, like what do they say? Like it takes a community or something like that. Like where they don't feel that the household needs to be a nuclear family of the father and mother. Like I didn't know this and I still need to look it up. She kind of looked it up and she asked Alexa or whatever the questions because I never knew that. about Black Lives Matter. But
Then,
is that debunked already? Because the ladies got arrested and everything.
no, like I never like you got people who follow the movement. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people who follow the statement. I don't think people who supported Black Lives Matter supported them as an ideology. They just
Right.
supported more like the statement, like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we matter.
Exactly.
That's what the mass majority. Don't nobody know what that shit was about. I never knew what it was about. You know,
Mhm.
I agree with it from the statement standpoint, especially around that time. And it was like something catchy, you can say. You know what I'm saying? But
I
like
think it.
going down and
Mhm.
joining the organization going on, hell no, I don't know what the fuck y'all about.
Right. I think it would be better, in my opinion, if like they made a group, an organization that's all lives matter, and everybody of all ethnicities got together to try to take a
2:44
stand
a.m.
together against whatever they're against, like police
Be honest with you.
brutality, like government overreach, like whatever it is. Like, I mean, you
I'll
could
be
pick
honest
one.
with you. The closer you gonna get to that is denial. I'll be honest with you.
Because I
The
think it would
closer
be
you gonna
you.
get
I
to
think
that.
it would get more like. I know they are always trying to break us apart, but it would be better, stronger, united together. I think it would get more traction. Although I don't even know if it really changes anything. Like you got to change the laws, right?
No,
You got to
you
change.
gotta have power.
Like when they say debunk the police or whatever, like they need to reform the way officers are trained.
And you need to inform the way they punish when they fuck up.
Mhm. And have like an outside source.
Take away that what is it called?
Immunity,
Mm-hmm.
or no, is it called
Carney,
immunity?
what up? No, it's
What up, Carney?
qualified. What
Yeah,
is it?
qualified
Is it
immunity.
qualified immunity? Yeah, take away that
Mhm.
shit. And that way, if they do something, the city ain't getting sued. It's them personal. They coming after them personal.
Then they gotta think twice
Hold
before
them
they ask
more
like what.
accountable. Yeah.
But then they say, oh, nobody would want to be an officer because they may go to
Well, yes, they
jail
will.
over doing something that was right, might get turned into something wrong.
Nah, I mean, nah. I don't think so. I think it's still more people will become officers because they don't have the intention to do nothing wrong. That sounds like when Gary say, you getting married with a prenup. Like if you ain't got no bad intentions, I mean, do the military act qualify? Hell no. We don't get that
Yeah, I'm
shit in the
trying to think
military.
about the military.
You fuck up in the military, you getting tried by military, and they more strict than the shit out here. Reason to get your damn head cut off, literally.
Yep.
And you get found guilty in the military court of law, you like fucked up. You
Well,
don't
and
get
yeah,
another
because
job in another state or nothing like that.
like the simple stuff, like when they get the address wrong and they all they had to do was look at the mailbox or like, you know, those things shouldn't fall under qualified immunity, but they get away with it.
No, no.
They get away with it.
You don't need it. I mean, look, you're doing the job just like anybody else. I don't think you need it. That shit
Like they
is
were
like
saying, like, hmm
you start off with a get out of jail free card.
yeah, because they were saying like, okay, DoorDash drivers have to look up addresses. People, Amazon. Yeah, sometimes they get it wrong. They deliver a package to a different house. Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about lives. We're talking about like, tearing someone's door down and like using weapons and like you would think that they would be really meticulous about making sure that that address is correct on their warrant, that it
As
matches up.
crazy as it is, right? We all have rights. Believe it or not, if you look it up, and if there's officers using excessive force, right, you are allowed to defend yourself. It's just that a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know their rights and shit like that, so it's kind of hard, But you are allowed to defend if they use excessive force.
Yeah, or if it's wrong, if you're the wrong person, they're going into your household.
I mean, if they pull a gun on you, yeah, you're allowed to because at the end of the day, it's considered battery and I think assault and I forgot what else.
So what up, my guy?
Yep, but they get away with it. Like
They do,
they get
but
away
because
with
people
going to
don't
the
know their
wrong address.
rights.
But you don't think like, okay, somebody would put them up on game, like
They're not going to do that. Word, you. I think you broke it down the last time on why they're not going to give us the game, and it has a lot to do with money and power and all that shit. They're not going to tell us what to do.
I feel like even if you fought that, like a judge would make the ultimate decision
Even,
to protect
let me say this,
the
right?
law enforcement.
Nah, even if we do tell people, right? People don't look it up. People don't research it because they want it given to them. So they're not going to take the time to sit here and figure shit out or find out what they can do or what they can't do. I've seen it in a lot of situations. Like, wait, you're expecting for me to bring it to you? I told you what to do. Now it's up to you to go do your research.
Nah, but writers, I'm not gonna defend myself because that means the probability of me making it out alive is like very short. Like I'm not gonna defend myself even if I think
I
it's
get
right.
yourself, but here's my thing, right? When an officer gets shot inside somebody's house because somebody defended themselves, this person can't get arrested at the end of the day. If you got proof, and that's why I say, like, listen, if you're thinking like that and you know your rights, I suggest, like, for people that are, thinking, okay, some shit like this happens to myself. Look, listen, surround your house with cameras. You see where I'm coming from? Because that right there will show what happens inside your residence or something like that. Outside, listen, I can't speak for you. But you
Did
gotta
you
learn
see?
your rights and how to go about certain things. You gotta learn. Like, listen, man,
Yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
tell you what to do and how to do it. I'm just giving you the advice on what to do.
And then you have to
2:51
find a
a.m.
lawyer to represent you. You have to find an attorney that will
You know
represent
what's
you.
crazy? There have been people that have represented themselves, right? And they have been better lawyers, right, than the lawyers that they would sit here and pay for.
You gotta be really smart to represent yourself.
You have to read them books and know your rights once again. And there are people that have done it. And it's funny as shit that I know people that
You
have come
gotta
home
know
from
fucking
jail
baseball.
and
You
they
gotta
know they
know
were
that shit
lost.
ain't.
I've seen some
Yeah,
people
you
come
got.
home representing themselves. My cousin is one of them, and let me tell you something. She's got schizophrenia. Beat 4 or 5 cases. And one of them, she was, shut out her fucking mind, right? And she went into a fucking, she was shut out her mind of whatever the fuck she took that day. She ain't tell me what she took, but she wrote the story down. She's got the paperwork and everything. And I'm sitting here like, yo, you shot out. She said, exactly. When you're on them drugs, you're not thinking straight. She tried to fucking rob a bank. I'm sitting here, you defended yourself and beat that case? She's like, yeah. The lawyer wanted me to, da 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 da. She's like, I wasn't doing that. She beat her own case. Schizophrenic at that. You see my point? So I'm not saying lawyers are not good. Don't go get a lawyer if you need representation. What I'm saying is if you read them books and do your, the right research, you are capable of representing yourself. It's just that, we live in an era, too many excuses. Sorry to say it.
Well, and then if you do get an attorney, you should be paying attention and double checking their work. Double
Facts.
checking,
There you
asking
go.
questions, making them fix things.
But let me tell you something, Commander. Some of these people don't even know how to write or read or find. They don't know how to, read or write, right? Some of them. And some people don't even know, that the ones that do know how to read and write don't even take the time to read the fine print on what they're signing.
Yeah, I think that's most people.
Exactly, and that's our issues. So at the end of the day, like a lot of issues, right, got to be resolved at home. It starts from home first. It starts with yourself. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Nah, but every time we have to click on something like the terms and conditions, like most of the time we don't read them. We just say, okay, accept.
Depends on what I'm giving up.
It depends, right? Like, but like
Yeah, it
that
depends.
case where that family went to Disneyland and the mom, they gave her something that made her sick and pass away. And then they said that she couldn't sue, the family couldn't sue because they had signed the terms and conditions on a Disney Channel, the Disney Plus channel or
Mm.
something like that. Yeah, they were
Mhm.
trying to say that because they agreed to the terms of not suing Disney.
Yeah, it depends. Like when it comes to like medical shit, or if it comes to anything financially, I'll always read that shit. But when it comes to like
For the
little
Disney
bullshit,
Channel,
yeah, like
probably
shit
not.
like that. Yeah, when I signed up for Disney, I didn't read the terms and conditions. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep, or like when they update the terms and then you're just trying to use an app, like, okay, I'm just gonna hurry up and accept.
there's a
Yeah.
lawyer on YouTube
When
that
I got monetized, I ran all that shit when I got monetized.
you heard. There's a lawyer on YouTube that shows people how to defend themselves from police officers.
Yeah.
Like they like how to legally represent yourself once you have dealt with an excessive force case with an officer. This shit is crazy.
But you can't even believe there's this one lawyer on YouTube that was being interviewed and all his advice was like it was bad advice.
Oh,
And he was an
Hey,
attorney and he was
I
giving
tell you
advice
this
about
too.
encountering
that's what he
police and
over here. This guy is an attorney.
I, I I tell you this too. At the end of the day, if them motherfuckers want you, they want you. It don't matter
Mm,
what you know, what you say, or what you do. If motherfucking
facts.
police want your ass, they got your ass. So for me, it's just best to comply. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, and don't resist them.
Only time you'll ever see me put any type of resistance up, if I feel like if they fucking with me, I'm fine. But my wife,
Mhm.
my kids, my mama, I'm gonna fucking snap. No, I will snap. Like then we gonna have a battle. But if
Yeah,
it's just me, I take whatever they can. I ain't about to. You know, I
got
remember it was my mom had a flat. She was taking me somewhere, and her tire blew out, and so I had to push her car to the side of the road to change the tire. So as I'm pushing the car, the tires start coming off the rim. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to push it and fuck the rim up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got to do it right here. So we put the hazardous lights on. So I start changing the tire, and the police pulled up, and I'm thinking like I'm telling them what happened. I'm like, look, the rim start coming off. I ain't want to mess up the rim. And he was like, man, move this shit to the side. He said it just like that. Just move the shit to the side. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to fuck my shit up. I'm like, just give me a minute. I just got a jack. I already had the jack under it and everything. And my mom came out with her. She was like, sir, and he was like, he put his hand on his gun. This motherfucker was like 6'2". He was a big motherfucker.
wow.
He was like, man, saying it. And I jumped in front, like, hold on, bro. You better come out with that shit, bro. And I got fire iron in my hand and everything. Like, bro, you let me see that little button. Come on, I'm gonna crack your ass. You got me fucked up. You got me.
I think
I'm gonna
that.
be dead before you take mine, bro. Like, you got me fucked up.
You could have
Like,
been
man,
gone
when he
right
put
there
his
and then.
Man, trust me, I would have. He would have if he would have made any fucking movement. That bitch, I would have cracked his side of shit before he can pull that gun out. I promise you, I would.
He would have said he was a threat. He threatened me. He
And
he was
I wouldn't
holding
have gave a
something.
fuck because I had my shit right on me too. I just had the tire iron in my hand. My shit was right there too. Trust me. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be judged by 12 before my mama carried by 6. You got me fucked up on some real shit. Like when he did that shit, I'm looking like at first he came off like move
What
his
a
shit. Like
punk.
hold on, bruh. I'm thinking you trying to help us or some shit. Like, just pull your car right here. It'll be a quick minute, bro. I already got the jack under there. Hired the lug nuts loose. I just got it. I got the spare tire right here. It'll take me less than 5 minutes, bro. You tripping? Like, I'm gonna have to do more work to put the car down, tighten the lug nuts up, just to move the car. Because if the bitch falls off, then I can't move it at all. Like,
That's
come
what you
on now,
call a
man.
bitch ass pig.
Yo, guys, I gotta hop down. It's already 4 in the morning.
Good night, Raiders.
Yeah, I'm about to
Hey,
shut it down. I gotta take these garbage cans in the front.
before you shut it down, Stoic and James are in the chat. What up, guys?
Oh, I was
What
like,
up,
What
Nine?
up, though?
Yeah, Stoic. He said he sent you a message in Discord.
I'm gonna go take that up. What up, James? What up, Stuart?
Oh, I got
Oh, maybe he
Discord.
was talking to. Wait, Stoic, were you talking to Word or James? Because then James said, I got it, bro.
Come on, y'all.
And
Stoic,
the
did
Rudy
you send
falls
it to
asleep on
James
me?
only?
Let me
Anyway,
drag these garbage cans in the front.
all right, well,
Garbage
I'm
can
dropping
tomorrow.
down.
I appreciate you, I appreciate it. I might not come on tomorrow. I think I'm gonna chill, get some rest, because I got a big day Saturday.
Yeah, relax. Stoic said he's got dark fatigue. Okay. That's okay. Just don't have bitch ass fatigue.
No bitch assness on.
No bitch assness. All right. Good night, Rudy.
Have a good one, Rudy.
Buenas
Good
noches.
Rudy
night.
Pythos.
Good night,
Oh, I thought he was
Nine.
asleep.
Nice.
Have a
He was
good one, man.
listening. Night, Nine. Good night, chat. Chat, where you
Chat,
at?
chat. Chat, chat. Where you at?
Want me
All
to
right, man. I
count?
appreciate everybody coming through. Nah, you okay, Rudy? You okay? But y'all know what I always say, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, but y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations to run nation. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time.
And do it for the 9.
What up, Nine?
Acknowledge me!
They've been telling y'all love, and I came to tell y'all right. The way you feel influences the way you think, and the way you think dictates the actions you take.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I won't ever ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.